another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. As you can see, I am your host, the one and only Talent Tomar Taylor. It's another Fuego day in the hottest city where you're going to hear this all over again. We got a big show for you guys, a big show for you guys. Stay tuned. We got the Christmas games we're going to talk about for the NBA. Christmas is in 4 days. I still got stuff in my shopping cart. Christmas is in 4 days. Told you my phone has perfect comedic time and it never misses. The Knicks go 8 straight, so we're gonna go streaking with the Knicks. Wilson keep getting mauled. We're gonna talk about him and his shopping experience. We at Sharkey's where ladies drink free from 9 to 10. We have Thursday night football, week 16 coming up. We got the MyT trivia coming up at 10:37. You know what that's about. And don't forget October 4th, 2023, episode 500 of the MyT Sports Podcast. Everybody falls in love sometimes, and we about to start the show, so you can start the love. We know what we say here. It's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. And welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host and one and only Talent El Idolo Deportivo Taylor. It is a never in fuego day in the hottest city in the world. We're coming at you live and direct from Sharkey's, which happens to be located in a little small town somewhere in the south of Florida, where we still got highs of 79. Lows of 67. Right now, current temperature is 72 degrees, and we still got the fan on because we outside and it's still hot. I apologize for wherever you at. You should have chosen.
You said we outside.
We outside. We should have chosen a better state. That's all I'm saying. For the weather, for the weather, but still, like La Playas and Putas, it don't get no better than that, folks. We got a big show for you guys today. We got a big show for you guys today. We got a big show for you guys today. It is December 21st. We're 4 days away from Christmas, and man, we have the whole entire arsenal of sports lined up. Let's go ahead and get directly into it, because you know what we say here. Regardless of the time and regardless of the weather, it's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. Hey, yo, coach, help me out one time.
You play to win the game. Hello?
Now, we got a break from the norm, right? We got a little break from the norm. Normally, we start the podcast off with a little birthday celebration. We hit a little birthday party. We give a birthday shout out to everybody that had a birthday since the last time that we was on the air. Well, guess what happened this time? What happened to be one of the few times that lightning strikes twice. We had no birthdays yesterday. We had no birthdays today. So we got no birthday party. But you know what we do have? We have a Christmas party going on at Sharkey's. And if you guys know, in 5 minutes, ladies drink free. Right, in 5 minutes, ladies drink free. Could they drink free from 9 to 10? What? No, my trivia is at 10:30.
No, earlier you told me it was 10:30 already.
Oh, it was I'm not part of that. I'm not even part of that. Right, 10:37, MyT trivia. Don't you guys forget. All right, 10:37, MyT trivia. 10:37, MyT trivia. For the people in the top row, 10:37, MyT trivia. Right, so we got no birthday celebrations to get into, right? So all we have is our first topic of the day. That's our MyT topic of the day. And can I tell you, I'm a little relieved, right, that my MyT topic of the my beer at though. Hey, when you go inside, can you remind Nandi about my beer?
Yeah.
I got you, dog.
All right, appreciate it.
What kind of beer?
It was a Yingling
Draft or bottle?
draft. Bottle? Like, who drinks out of a bottle if they can help it? The only thing you're supposed to drink out of bottles is IPAs.
No. All beer.
Yeah, I mean not anymore. Like not all girls drink out of bottlenecks anymore. You know what I mean? Like some of them now they drink out of soup bowls. Like I'm just saying though, it all depends.
No, I've been 15 years. And the 15 year we're together, she orders a beer and they get the shits in the bottle. And the whole fucking table, my whole family, she goes, the only thing these things are good for is.
And you know what? That's a good wife and a good family.
Dude, she put the whole thing around my mom was like this. What does that represent? I was like 70 feet.
You know, shame on you. Like,
He's like, honey, you don't even
like
know.
what was going on back then?
She fucking was so mad when they bought that bottle. She was like, what the fuck? My wife, that's why she did it. She was like, this is all bottles good for.
Hey, you know what they say? You know what they say? Happy wife, happy life.
Oh, yeah, man.
And listen, the easiest way to keep everybody happy is to make sure we see what that mouth do. That's all it is. Like it's good for everybody. Like it has because you guys know like sperm it has all of those nutrients in it that if you allow it to sit there and dry up for a little bit, it can actually work as a natural anti-aging cream and actually helps work to restore natural nutrients and moisturization to the face and to the body. I'm just saying. So if you're not a swallow, at least take it to the face. That's all we gonna say, yo. We gonna leave it like that, and we gonna get into our we're gonna get into our MyT topic of the day. Can I tell you how happy I am that my MyT topic of the day no longer revolves around Brittany Griner being locked up? But can I also say, as the day that she came home, right? As I've said before, I was surprised she came home so early, because I didn't think that she was a high enough commodity to start trading away freaking arms dealers, especially the most nefarious arms dealer ever. She ain't the best basketball player ever. Like I'm just saying, at least have her be the best basketball player ever, right? Or at least the best center ever, right? Like I love me some Brittany Griner. I wanted to see her home. I was over here saying like she might as well start coaching for the Russian team, because I never thought that they were gonna trade the commodity that was necessary to bring her home. When she was held hostage, there was another operative that we had over there that we brought home right around the time that she had got locked up. He was there for 3 years, and he was an agent, actual beneficial to the United States government with real knowledge of shit. I normally don't just downgrade what athletes do, but all she fucking does is dribble a ball. I'm sorry here. I love the fact that she's home. Never thought it was gonna happen anytime soon. Makes me wonder about the spine of our president sometimes. But I mean, it is arthritic and has osteoporosis and all kinds of stuff in it. So who knows how it's shaped up these days. Where is my beer? Yo, next time I see Nandi in a non-public setting, watch what happens. Nandi, when you watch this later, next time I see you in a non-public setting, you gonna get it. You gonna get it. You wait and see. But let me talk about my Knicks. So normally I take a little trip, right? Normally I take a little trip. I go 305 to my city, but I go up and down the I-95. I don't know if I want to do all that today, because I'm eventually gonna talk Miami Heat. We eventually may talk Miami Dolphins, but right now, all I want to talk about are my New York Knicks, who are streaking. They are streaking. They have an 8-game winning streak right now. Longest winning streak in the... Anna, would you mind? I ordered a Yingling some time ago, and it hasn't quite made its way out to me as of yet. Alright. Appreciate you. I'm trying to get this beer. So I want to take this shot. You know what? You know how we actually, where y'all drinks at? Where y'all shots at? Shots. What? Do I gotta order 2 more shots? Oh, okay. Listen, I don't know what it is about this place, but they got me back taking shots of Jameson. It's not a pretty sight. So you guys know what to do here, right? Before we get into anything serious on the podcast, right? Roll up your joints, pack your bowls, right? Pack your bombs, pack your steamrollers, do your little one hitters. Take a gummy out, pull your teeth, whatever you you do, pull your shot or pour yourself a beer. Cheers. We got Christmas in a couple of days. Hopefully tomorrow's your last work day of the week before Christmas. Cheers. Let's have ourselves a good show. That's love. All right, so let's get into it, right? The New York Knicks currently have an 8-game winning streak. They have beat Chicago along the way. They beat Golden State last night. Now, granted, Golden State didn't have Stephen Curry, and they also didn't have Andrew Wiggins. I don't care. Because a win's a win. What's that new trend? A win's a win. A win's a win. Like you bagged the baddie, she broke your heart in 2 months, a win's a win, right? That's what they say now. I don't know, that's really the win. It sounds like you got played for 2 months, but you know. So, a win's a win. New York Knicks currently 8-game winning streak. Like I said, they've taken out the likes of, I didn't write that one down. They've taken the likes of Golden State Warriors, they beat Chicago. Obviously, they beat Detroit. But more importantly, they've beaten the teams they're supposed to beat. Right? More important is that they beat the teams they're supposed to beat. Right? If the Golden State Warriors don't have Stephen Curry and don't have Andrew Wiggins, then you know what I expect? I expect you to beat them. I expect W's. And you know what? New York Knicks, they came out and they took care of business. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh, Anna! You got 5 minutes? No. Okay. She was like, no, because we busy here at Sharkey today. I'm telling you, we outside and outside is good. And the Body Sports Podcast is outside at Sharkey. Hold on, I see some questions coming in. What's going on here? Oh, I'm about to talk about the Knicks right now. We about to get directly into it. How do I feel about them? I feel good. I feel good, and it's. I finally feel like I'm not the crazy man on the stoop, because for a while I was the only one defending Tom Thibodeau. You know, like, because I was one of the few people that was looking at this realistically. I was one of the few people that had a constant reminder that Tom Thibodeau isn't doing a bad job. Like, can he do better in certain instances? Yeah, but who's perfect? If you let Miami Heat let Miami Heat fans tell it, right? You let Miami Heat fans tell it. This last game that they played, that broke their winning streak against Toronto, they're upset at Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra didn't even feel like made the necessary adjustments early. They just kind of stayed in the. You know what? I can't help it. You know what? I guess it's just natural. If I'm gonna talk Knicks, I think I'd automatically talk Miami Heat with it. I think I can't help myself. So you know what? Since I can't help myself, we're gonna do a little 305 to my city. Here it comes. MyT 305 my city. I keep the pulse of the city. Well, it's Knicks, Heat, the Nets of Magic. We talk about it, the good and tragic. It could be the Bills, Bucks, Jets, Jags, Giants, and Bears. We talk about it all. The losses, all the wins. Yankees, Marlins, Mets, and the Rays. We talk about them all day or day. You ride or die on the I-95. 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 So, I really can't talk Knicks without talking Heat. Because I have to remind you Knicks fans sometimes of what stability looks like, of what an actually good franchise looks like. And the reason why I bring up Eric Spoelstra, appreciate you, brother, loves you. Sister, appreciate you. Loves you.
You ended the last one. We have to kill the whole town.
Tell the little ones I said hello. Give them a big beer hug for me. Kiss on the forehead. You know. Tell them Tio Chocolate Latte says what's up. It's almost impossible, but I do it to bring Knicks fans back to reality, right? I do it so that they can understand that you may be too harsh on them because Tom Thibodeau really is that dude for right now. He's the dude that you want. And the New York Knicks are on the pace, right? This is 6 out of their last 8 in their last 8 games. Right? I think it's the last 6. Right? In their last 8 games where they've held opponents to under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no, I lied. But if we go to 8, right? Oh, sorry. Let's go all the way to 8 in this 8-game winning streak. In this 8-game winning streak, we have held opponents to under 100 points 5 different times. And one of those times it was only 102 points. Maybe it was 4. Did I miscount one? Indiana, Chicago, and Charlotte. That was it. We beat Cleveland, held them to 81. Beat Atlanta, held them to 89. Beat Charlotte, held them to 102. Beat Sacramento, held them to 99. Chicago, we went into overtime with them. Then we came back and held them to 91. Beat Indiana in a close game by 3, 109-106. Beat Golden State last night without Stephen Curry and Andrew Wiggins. Listen, I'll mention it. I'm not scared of it. I'm not going to wash over that. 132-94. I don't care who they don't have. But actually no. I was about to say, like, these two players ain't worth like 40 points, but Stephen Curry is worth about a 40-point differential. He is. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I can be honest with myself. I'll be honest with you. Stephen Curry is worth about a 40-point differential. Like, you like, because you talking about in the Garden too? Wait, were we at the quarters? Yeah, we talking about in the Garden too. Yeah, you know, Steph was gonna try to put on the show. We was in the black and orange jerseys. The Knicks just started out hot. We started out hot. We came directly out the game. We was balling. Now, first couple possessions a little shaky, but it's one of the things that we thought that we could possibly. I need this Knicks game out here. Ain't the Knicks on? Ain't the Knicks on right now? They playing with my emotions. They really are. Okay, let me do something. Let me see if I can. Excuse me. Okay, Knicks are currently playing the Raptors, and the Raptors are a winnable team. The Raptors are 100% a team that you can beat. So we're talking about 8-game winning streak, right? We're talking about a 9-game winning streak. They have, after that, they have Chicago again. You're talking about a 10. The Knicks gonna be on a 10-game winning streak. It has been forever. And you know what's crazy? As a Knicks fan, as a realistic Knicks fan, I still don't believe that this means that we'll even make a splash in the playoffs. This doesn't guarantee that we'll win our first round series. So Knicks fans, enjoy this. Enjoy every win in the regular season. Enjoy every win streak we have. Enjoy our mid-3 averaging the same amount of points or more points than Miami Heat's big 3. Look it up. That shit fuck up. You don't believe it, but go look it up. So all it takes is 22 points per game, 22 and a half points per game from each person. They only average 66 points per game. Remember what kind of drop those guys had to take, but let's just look at the numbers. We know how dynamic and how as an individual baller, right? How much gravitational pull and how spectacular they were, right? How deadly they were on from an individual standpoint. So it doesn't quite equate the same. But Sorry, I had to adjust my hat. Enjoy all of it, Knicks fans. Right? I don't. This isn't the time to complain. This isn't the time to be like, man. Well, I want to see. I want to like. No. Enjoy it, because the truth of it is that if you only right now are restraining all of your emotions because you don't believe this is going to mean anything in the postseason, then you're shortchanging yourself. Be realistic with yourself. I'm gonna tell you now, I still don't think that we're gonna get this 10-game winning streak. Still does not mean to me, oh, Knicks make it out the first round. Still does not even mean to me, oh, Knicks are not in the play-in tournament. That means nothing to me. Because remember, realistically, in our division is Boston, Philly, and Brooklyn. Still, while we have the same amount of talent as Toronto. We have a better record then. We are bona fidely, right? 100%. Lock it in, stamp it in. Like, we are 100% bona fidely the fourth best team in our division alone. Just in our division. So let's say that even we had a good enough record, right? That only the number one seed for the South, the number one seed for the Midwest is better than us. That puts us right at 6. Right at 6. Any one of those divisions produce 2 teams better than us, we're in the play-in tournament. That's reality. That's the reality that we need to live in. Now, if something incredible happens, right, and the New York Knicks get to like a 3 seed or 4 seed, become the second best team in their division, division, then maybe I may believe something different. But right now, even with this 10-game win streak, in all reality, we're still a bona fide 6-7 seed. If we are at our best, expect Brooklyn to be better. Expect Philly to be better. Expect Boston to be better. But I'm gonna tell you this though: if you play Philly or if you play Brooklyn, if you play Philly, you can probably beat them. So it all depends, right? It all depends, like exactly where you're at with it. If I'm seeing this correctly, the New York Knicks are currently up 77. I shouldn't even be looking at the scores. I can't watch it. I shouldn't even be looking. I need a lifeline. I really do. Like, yes, I do. I need a lifeline because I need the Knicks game on over here. Like this is like you guys can't see this team. Like you guys see this team. I need a TV. There's a TV over here, and I need that sucker because I need the Knicks game on over here. Like I really do. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Hold on, I'm about to text somebody on the show while I'm potting. What is going on here? Somebody is normally here by now, and I don't see them. Maybe they're out of town. I had to send them a little memo, like, hey, yo, where the fuck you at? Without saying where the fuck you at. Hope you guys are enjoying. And if you guys didn't realize it, it is officially after 9 o'clock, and ladies drink free. Ladies, officially you drink free from now until 10 p.m. Knicks had a great game against the Golden State Warriors. They had to get. See, these are one of those games that, to be honest with you, you look at it and you say to yourself, you should win. You should take. Thank God for taking care of business, but you have to understand, the Knicks weren't always a team that took care of business. The Knicks were the team that, even with Stephen Curry gone, we will blow this opportunity and find a way to lose this. Look really good early and then blow it late. This is one of those few times, and listen, chalk it up to Tom Thibodeau. Chalk it to this team buying in. Chalk it up to Tom Thibodeau trying 82 different lineups in the first 30 games of the season. And realizing eventually what works. How many teams you know really want to go to 13 people? They can. You know what that means now? Hey Cam, if you get an opportunity to blow the team out, show us. You know what I mean? Hey, we're playing Chicago. We're blowing the Bulls out. Derrick Rose, come off the bench, get a standing O. A full blown standing O.
I don't know if it's the brains or I don't know what it is, but I'll hit that. Okay.
So, this is all part of Tom Thibodeau. The fact that we are now beating teams that we're supposed to beat. Right? Like, we're supposed to beat Charlotte. We beat them. We're supposed to compete with Atlanta. We blow them out. We're supposed to compete possibly with in Knicks' eyes, right? In Cleveland Cavaliers' eyes, they're supposed to beat us. We shouldn't compete with them. I just got a response from Bree. Family's in town. Like, that's love. That's love is love. Love is love. Love. Love is love. Love. Love is love. Love. Stay MyT. That's what that means. Like, if you watching, Bree. Like, if you watching for real, like, I just told you exactly like how that message translates. Like, in case you wonder, like, what the fuck does this mean? That means love is love. Love is love. Love. Love is extra flex went in there somewhere. But that means love is love. Love is love, love is love, love is love, love. Stay MyT. That's exactly what that means. Now let's continue. The fact that the New York Knicks are beating these teams, competing with these teams. This is all Tom Thibodeau. And I know what you're saying. That listen, Tom Thibodeau is great for a foundation. Okay, keep the foundation. Why break up the foundation? What do you have against consistency? And that's my thing, because as soon as you're like, oh, we're winning now, let's go. How do you know the next coach is the coach that can get this kind of result out of this team? Because one of the major things he does here is hold players accountable. And you can never forget that. It isn't just putting guys on the court to see if they can score 20-something points. No, it's holding them accountable. Making sure that they act a certain way on and off the court. Making sure they play a certain way on the court. Play defense. Like, these things matter. And believe it or not, whatever the New York Knicks used to be, that identity has been wiped away. It is slowly being erased off the chalkboard. Right now, it's just been erased. We haven't taken like a wet alcohol swab and completely cleared it. So you can still kind of see shadows of it, right? You can still see remnants of it and lingering. And what you want to make sure is that you could clear that completely. You don't want any bit of it lingering. New York Knicks are doing great so far, right? Like not just good. They're doing great so far, and it's early. And if you're a Knicks fan, you know this is when you want to do good early. You understand? I would be more upset if we're closer to 500. That if we're below 500 or closer to 500, we're struggling around this time because we all know this is supposed to be the light part of our schedule. As a New Yorker, right? As a Knicks fan, as a Lakers fan, as a Heat fan, who else is out there? Right? You guys know that the early part of your season is fluff. We know this, right? And don't forget that the phone lines are open. Anybody that's ready to call into the show. If you want to call into the show, remember there's only 2 ways to call into the show: through the Podbean app, and then I also make exceptions for Instagram as well. There are only 2 ways to call into the show. If you'd like to call into the show and be a part of the conversation, if not, then continue to do what you're doing and just keep throwing comment and hitting me up in the comments, and I will address all of you. I'll address all of them. I'll address all of them. Just make sure you put them in there, right? It's a big show. Not the wrestler, big show. You know how I do. Big tune, big pod. You know, it's crazy because I feel like I've been defending Tom Thibodeau since year 1, right? Because it's been since year 1 that I've said in year 4 I want Tom Thibodeau extended out to year 10, and I'm gonna stand on that because that's a foundation. That's an organization that has an identity. That's going to be an organization that for 10 years, when you go there, you know what to expect. And it's going to be 10 years of players playing hard, players being held accountable, not worried about hearing about them in the news or in the media until after they're retired and no longer a Knick. Jason Kidd, Morris Stoudemire, Derek Fisher. That shit happened when he was a Knick coach. See, you understand? Be easy on Tibbs. Because what happens is that the moment you taste that sweet nectar, you completely forget what bad times used to look like. And I all too remember what bad times look like. Can times get better? They probably can. But let the foundation settle on things being good and consistent. Then let's see what happens after that. Remember, I constantly tell you guys, as much as I hate the Miami Heat, I admire how their organization has found stability. Ultimately, as much as you want a championship, you want stability. Organizations really don't owe us championships. What they owe us is a competitive product, a winning product. Winning doesn't mean championship. Winning just means constantly in it. Shut up. So you understand like what when I talk about and I mention all the time the Miami Heat, the Utah Jazz, the Denver Nuggets, the Portland Trail Blazers, right? These teams, like these teams don't win championships, but they're always just there. And I've said this before and I'll say it some more. Knicks fans, over the last 2 decades, you would have loved to have been the Denver Nuggets, the Utah Jazz, the Portland Trail Blazers, the Miami Heat. You'd have loved to have been them. Just because of their stability of constantly, even when their star player decided to leave and go to a better market, they reset easily within a couple of years. They scout correctly. They get the player that they're supposed to get. They develop properly. Develop the players that they have. And next thing you know, they're right back in the playoffs. Listen, the Knicks really have solved the majority of their past problems. They have a good head coach, right? They have now what is the beginning of a culture. They have an identity. They have a respectable coach. They have a point guard. They've developed players to be better. Now, sometimes it gets clouded because you look at number 3 pick RJ Barrett and you're so hyper focused there that you don't realize that Mitchell Robinson couldn't even play when we had him as a rookie. His first 2 years, he barely could stay on the court. Now he's one of the best defenders in the league. He's one of the black holes in the league. He's one of the all-time highest shooting percentages in league history. You know what? So he's completely transformed himself. We've seen Deuce McBride go from getting no minutes, being in the G League, to being now an intricate person off the bench. Emmanuel quickly not getting playing time to now getting. Obi Toppin's not getting. The guys that bought in have gotten time, and the guys that didn't get it, they don't get it. As much as you love them, you may like them, you may want to support them. Oh my. The Knicks winning streak just ended. I blame Tom Thibodeau. He has no clue what the fuck he's doing. Every single I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm 100% joking. Oh, wait a minute. It's not over. See, no. Okay. That said end of regulation a second ago. It really did. Okay, maybe end of game would have been better. Cause listen, I'm looking at. I have a little pin. I can't see it by quarter. All I have is the score. And I really thought that the Toronto Raptors had beat the New York Knicks 87-8. And I was like, damn it. This is that time, Knicks fans. Let's see if the New York Knicks can keep up their winning streak, and not just their winning streak, the pattern. The streak and the pattern of holding opponents to under 100 points. Toronto currently right now has 87 points. That means they only need 13 points to get to 100. Which means that if they are held to under 100 points, you know what kind of defense the Knicks put on them. It's currently now 85-87. Is that my boy Josh? Is that Josh? Yeah. What's going on, Pippin? You know what's funny? I can't see shit, but that looked like your silhouette. This is what happens when you know motherfuckers over a decade. What's going on, Pippin?
Been good. Out here doing the podcast. I see you out here, big lights.
No, we do. I'm wilding and smiling. Let me get back on camera.
I want to jump in the spotlight, but I don't want to. I don't want to.
Listen. You can if you want to. Come around anytime you want. Listen, it's always open. It's an open format over here.
Everything good though?
Everything's Gucci. Everything's Gucci. Now, how's you? How you doing? How the family? How's business?
Everybody good, man. I'm about to leave right tomorrow night. I'm leaving to Tennessee, North Carolina, sledding. And,
shit.
Good shit, man.
Not Denver? Not Colorado?
No, we going to
you said Tennessee,
North Carolina.
to skate to.
They got like a skate park out there.
Oh,
like
okay.
Certain shit. Like we went to PA last year.
Okay.
And now we're going to North Carolina. It's closer. It's not so far of a drive.
Okay.
They got like a ski slope out there, like big shit. So that's where we going.
Yeah, bet. I got family in Carolina. They come down here. Listen, I have not been back to Carolina since I've left that motherfucker. Port of Carolina. All right, Tiffany. All day. Love is love. But for the people that are staying, I have a trivia segment at 10:37. If you guys want, these are my prizes. If you want to be in my trivia segment. These are the prizes. Those are my prizes.
God, I love you.
10:37. I do my show here every Wednesday. I have I have a trivia segment every single Wednesday. During my trivia segment, that's the prize if you win. 10:37. Let me know. We'll be here. That's why I tell you guys. I don't mention what my prize is, but I tell you the prize is worth it. And once you get the prize once, or you see the prize, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna stay for trivia. I think I'm gonna stay for trivia. Oh yeah, we everywhere. Yeah. If you want to follow, then goes the QR code or anywhere. But yeah, right on YouTube, Twitch, and every other regular social media platform. You know what? And since we're talking about everything that we're doing right now, let's go ahead and bring in our sponsor real quick. Because the podcast is brought to you by Blue Chew. What is Blue Chew? Blue Chew just happens to be a little blue pill that can get you back your thrill. All you gotta do is open up a pack and head straight to the sack. Just a few chews before you do. It has the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so this is one opportunity that you just can't miss. For a very low cost, you can beat it up like a boss, and she will love how you come through like a champ when you Blue Chew in advance. And if you use my promo code of GSSS, that's Golf Sierra, you'll be able to get your first order of Blue Chew for free. Yeah, that's for the free. Yes, only thing you do is pay for shipping and handling. And when it comes to Blue Chew, listen, there's only two things that you gotta worry about. You chew it and you do it. How you do it is up to you. You want to get your Lionel Richie on and do that shit all night long? That's up to you. You want to be like LL Cool J and doing it well? It's up to you. Blue Chew is only two directions. You chew it and you do it. I know you're saying to yourself, I don't need Blue Chew. I know you don't need Blue Chew. You want Blue Chew. Listen, you've been drinking all night. You suffer from whiskey stick? Blue Chew. You understand? You a 6 rounder. You want to go 12 rounds? Blue Chew. Listen, it's not what you need, it's what you want. You've been talking shit in her DMs all like for the last 2 months. Blue Chew, do everything you said you was gonna do in the Blue Chews with no breaks intended. Chew it and do it, and then do it and do it and do it and do it. Make sure you drink water. You know, it's one of them times you're gonna need Gatorade at the side of the bed. Like you know when you keep that whole entire 2-liter right at the side of the bed, it's gonna be one of those days. The day that you take Blue Chew, make sure you keep that liter of water at the side of the bed. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need all of it. Let's get back into my Knicks. Let me get back directly into my Knicks. So, and listen, I'm gonna make sure what's going on. We popping bottles. We always see you. I appreciate you. I always see you popping up on the podcast. Popping bottles, popping on the podcast. Listen, they popping bottles. We popping podcasts. We popping all over the pop. Hey girl, you hungry? I love butter stuff. Butternuts, butter cups. Oh, that's YouTube. What the hell? How you doing? What's that? I know it's a Christmas party. I can still be surprised by beauty. Got a Christmas party going on here at Sharkey's. Ladies still drink 3 9 to 10. We got DJ Rob inside. He's playing some Mariah Carey. We got MyT trivia coming up in just 1 hour and 1 minute. We have MyT trivia coming up in 1 hour and 1 minute. How you guys going over there in the back right table? Raphael, I see you. What's going on, people? You gonna sneak by me and shit? How you guys doing over there at the round table? We see you. How you doing? Good. Everything's good. Merry Christmas to you too. I always forget. What shirt is that? That's a band. Fuck. Pink Floyd. There we go. Pink Floyd. Like, you know, I'm like, that's not the colors of the rainbow. That's not trying to teach me a lesson. I know that's a band to me. I couldn't remember who the fuck that was. Because also, I've never actively listened to a Pink Floyd album. I haven't. New York Knicks are in a good spot. Knicks fans, you should be you're in a good spot. and I feel like all of these teams that are in our situation probably feel like this, right? I feel like Utah Jazz feel like this at times. Miami Heat has felt like this at a point in time, right? Like, and different teams where you feel like not only do we feel like we have good starters, but we have a good bench and we have depth and we have really good, strong players. And listen, because they're our players, we probably cling on to them a little bit more than we should. But they are, but yo, they do represent us. I'm off the market.
Somebody has gotten into the eggnog. So where's the Hennessy eggnog at? Where is the Hennessy eggnog?
Finally got my guys. Finally got my fried sandwich shirt.
Where is the Hennessy and sour diesel infused eggnog? Excuse me, sir. Sir, Mr. Chef. Chef, sir. Mr. Inspector Death, Raekwon the chef, you got Ghostface Killer, and where is the Hennessy and sour diesel infused eggnog?
They don't say. I know black in, guys.
You left it up to the new guy? Don't tell me you left it up to the new guy. I'm stuck. Listen, we outside and we having a blast on the Mighty Sports Podcast. Let's continue. Right, we have so much depth as a New York Knicks team right now, right? Where Tom Thibodeau was able to go from a 12-man rotation or 11-man rotation, dwindle it down to 9, and still have fans upset that they're not playing other people. That's depth, believe it or not, because the people that we're playing are doing great for us. Hartenstein is doing great for us. Sim's doing great for us. Obi's doing great for us, even though he's injured right now. You've seen the maturation of Emmanuel Quickly. You've seen him, not just the maturation, right? But you realize he took his off-season seriously. Got into the weight room, put on extra weight, right? But not just irresponsible weight, like good, responsible, flexible, functional weight. That he's able now to take on defenders, bigger point guards, even some small shooting guards. Not get blasted out of plays anymore. Not get pushed around on defense. Able to do some of the pushing around on offense while holding your own on defense. You're seeing all of the little pieces come together. I mentioned this on Monday's show. This is a point where if you're gonna complain, nitpick properly, right? Like that's really what it is. You gotta nitpick productively. Like you can't just be nitpicking for no reason, right? Just complaining to be complaining, because that's what New Yorkers do. Sometimes you guys complain. What's going on, Pippin? How you doing? What's going on, Pippin? You know, you can't nitpick for no reason. You gotta nitpick for productivity. Like on Monday's show, I talked about Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson has been a defensive anchor for the Knicks, which is great. I would like him to be a defensive leader. Now, I would like to see him get more vocal on defense, become a defensive quarterback, a la what Tyson Chandler used to be for us, Marcus Camby used to be for us, right? Understand, like, hey, stay with your man, pushing guys sometimes into position, and letting them know, like, hey, I got this. Letting them know where the help is coming from, where the rest of the defense is coming. Rich!
We got a buffet if you're hungry. We're having a Christmas party. You're part of the family, right?
Yes.
Why don't you come get some food?
I'll run a commercial. I'll run a commercial pretty soon, in about 19 minutes, and I'll come get some food.
If there's any left, it's getting cold. Come get yourself some food.
All right, so you guys heard. I guess I'm running a commercial early.
Get yourself something to eat.
I will.
Yeah, Tyler, bro, we got tomahawks. We got New York strip. We got Big Mac and cheese.
So you want to come talk for the next 5 minutes?
What you want me to talk about? Hit it with the BRB.
What do you know? What sport do you know the most about that you can talk about? What team do you know the most about that you can talk about? And if there's not a sport that you can talk about, what topic do you think that you can gab about for the next 360 seconds?
Or I can just go make you a play.
Huh?
Or I could just go make you a plate.
You'll do that for me? Then I guess that would.
He said, yo, man, you go back. You get a slide there.
I don't want to interrupt the podcast.
You can catch that play.
Huh?
I'll be talking about that play.
You know they go. Isaiah, I'm over here like, yo, he about to go in there.
Listen, because listen.
The pepper.
Regardless of what, there's nothing with carrots. I'm allergic to carrots. Nothing with carrots.
Ain't got no carrots.
Okay, we're good there. Listen, what's gonna end up happening? For 5 minutes, there's still gonna be some kind of interruption because for the first, once I get that plate, for the first 5 minutes, they're gonna see me in here. Yo, this New York strip is bad. Yo, I don't know who the fuck made this macaroni, but somebody's grandma gave them this recipe. Somebody's grandma gave them that recipe. Yo, the potato salad don't got no raisins in. I can fuck with this. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we
7 different cheeses.
Oh shit. And I mean that literally. I'm about to have a oh shit afterwards. I'm gonna go home 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna have one of those machine gun funks, baby. Y'all remember that Biggie song, Machine Gun Funk, baby? That's what I call it when you have one of those machine gun funk.
I don't know. That much cheese, you might be a little constipated. It might be a world record.
I'm not gonna shy away from it either. Listen, I'm gonna take on that challenge like I've taken on every challenge in my life. I'm gonna take it on head on and butt naked.
This is a true story, and he could attest to it.
Talk to me.
Bro, when we worked at Bonefish Grill, early in the morning, before I and shit, I would literally strip naked. I'd hang my pants and everything over the stall. Am I lying?
Listen.
Am I lying? Bro, one day they took my clothes. It was mad. They took my clothes. Bro, so I walked out like this. Y'all didn't even have my clothes in that. Bro, shit.
That's
you
funny.
gotta work for you. You don't want to be smelling like it.
Listen, I'm one of those people too. If I ever had to,
at home, I'm naked.
Me too. Yeah, no, because I'm the same way too. Like I gotta go. Listen, I'll be the person. Like, I'll go to the store, and if you don't have a hang-up rack, I can't use this store. Like it doesn't happen often, but if I gotta go, and I'm hanging.
No, if I'm out, I switch my mind into jail mode.
Oh.
We ain't shit. We ain't shit till we get back home.
Because normally it doesn't happen, but every once in a while you're at the office and you gotta go. Some office tricks. When you gotta go in the office, you never go to the bathroom on your floor. You go to somebody else's floor and you use their bathroom to take your shit. Right? that's rule number 1. And yes, and I am bona fidely like I gotta hang. And you know it started progressively.
I'm gonna go make you this plate.
I appreciate you, Pippin. Love is love, love is love. And listen, I was about to have him here on the pod for real. Well, you guys are about to hear 5 minutes worth of commercials. Nobody wants that. Like 5 minutes worth of commercials is gonna happen in here eventually somewhere. Like they'll break like whatever streaming platform on, they're gonna break it up somewhere. They're gonna do something, whether it's Pandora or it's TuneIn or it's iTunes or Spotify, like wherever you listen to Google Podcasts, like they'll end up throwing a commercial in there regularly just by themselves. So I don't need to give you guys 5 minutes of commercial like at all. But let's roll out, and let's roll this back in. Let's get back into the sports. Right, New York Knicks. Right, still talking about my New York Knicks here, and New York Knicks haven't just won 8 straight so far, and they're losing right now to Toronto. Right, and they're in jeopardy of. I feel like that chick, like, bro. Y'all know what video I'm talking about. I feel like that. I know exactly what video I'm talking about. But that chick, she's in that interview, and then her dome piece falls off, right? Yeah, like that video. Like that. That's how I felt a while ago. That's exactly how I felt a while ago. Like I'm looking at the video and I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Why isn't my head sparkling? Listen, for you people that are just listening, this is why I tell you gotta watch too. You have to watch. Eventually you have to head to YouTube and watch. Because just listening ain't gonna do it justice. Just listening ain't gonna do it justice of all of the things that happen while we're here live on the MyT Sports Podcast. So as I tell you, it's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. Pippin, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You have no clue. Holy shit! God damn! God damn! Yo, I am about to fuck this up
You
for real.
can't hide a play like that.
Oh shit, guys, hold on.
You gotta let him.
Like this is.
You gotta talk about my coach shit in the bed.
This is the plate. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Like, I'm gonna try to make sure I don't spill that motherfucker. Like, god damn. Like, come on. Like, y'all see that? Like, I'm about to. I haven't even gotten to the. Actually, I haven't gone to the coach shit in the bed.
102 years in the NFL. That's the biggest fucking company.
But you know what though? It's
That's the biggest joke. The biggest joke is the Patriots.
Listen.
Same thing you doing over there.
It's to be expected when you have Matt Ryan as your quarterback.
Well, also when you got no playoff hopes.
Matt
So which
Ryan.
one chokes the most, Patriots or the Colts? Colts, the Patriots got like playoff bound in their heads. Colts, we don't get shit.
My boy Johnny West can handle it for the 360 any day.
He could have done it. He would have won. He would have been the one. He would have been the one. See how they got me switching up? Because we will get it.
You got that coma on a plate.
I do. Yo, for real, I do have a coma on the plate. Yo, so. That's good. Okay. Thank you, Pippin.
Can I take one of these chairs? I got another chair right here.
Alright, so let's get back into it. So, you at least have depth. You have players that you love. You've seen players develop. That's all coaching staff. That's all this coaching this new regime. And the point guard that you were wondering if he was worth that kind of money, the point guard that you was worried about paying, that you weren't sure about, he is 100% taking on the leadership role of this team. And Jalen Brunson, as All-Star voting is officially now open for the NBA, he may be voted in as an All-Star. Think about the point guards in the East right now, right? Think about who they are. So, are the guards in the East? He can easily make it. And if he's not one of the guys that make it because of voting, because if you're talking about voting for popularity, right? Even though he's in New York, I can still see Lonzo Ball getting a certain amount of votes, even though, you know what I mean, he won't be deserving of the starting spot. You can see Kyrie Irving getting a certain amount of votes, even though I'm not quite sure how his image. Yo, this. Cheers. Cheers. Yes. Oh, is that Nikki? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm good. How you doing? Cheers to all of you. No, I'm distracted. So, right, outside of a few individuals that, and you're thinking about, like, there's not a lot of guards in the East that you can say that you may want to put ahead of Jalen Brunson. But if he doesn't get voted in by the fans, he's definitely gonna get a coaching vote. Like, he's definitely gonna be one of those guys. He's definitely gonna be one of those guys, and his productivity so far has warranted it. That he's gonna get an all-star. Yeah. If he doesn't get it from the fans, he's gonna get it from the coaches. But you have to be happy for what he's done from a leadership position, because he is 100% taken whatever leadership role that Julius Randle had, and he has replaced it with his own. Julius Randle is no longer the leader of this team, which is a good thing, because Julius Randle is a bad leader. But Julius Randle is a really good follower. He's a heck of a follower. He's a great spear part. Like looking at him now, like he's a fantastic Robin. So for Knicks fans, and I know, listen, if there's any of you guys still lingering that don't know about Jalen Brunson, I really have concern about you because there really shouldn't be, right? I'm pretty sure by now, anybody that had concern or didn't know about Jalen Brunson, that he's converted you by now. And if you're waiting for a championship to be converted, then he's never gonna convert you. What you can realistically ask for is a playoff berth. What you can realistically ask for is maybe even a playoff series win. Not this year. If you get it this year, then yeah, you're gonna have to cut him all of his slack. And I guarantee it's gonna be because he's putting up 32 points per game in the playoffs.
You're gonna get fucked up.
Hey, it's been a while since I've seen fucked up Johnny. Oh God, this is delicious. This is all delicious. And just think, I was gonna wait another 7 minutes to get all this food. So be happy, Knicks fan. There's a minute and 36 seconds left to go. New York Knicks are currently down 102-106 to Toronto. Now, Knicks fans, we get lucky, right? Because the New York Knicks are also part of the Christmas Day games. Our opponent, not so lucky, but not so lucky for us because this is gonna be a test. It's definitely gonna be a test. Before we even get into them though, right? Try to figure out which I want to go with this one. Right? Even before we get into them, we play Chicago on Friday. So Chicago has been one of the teams like Detroit was for us early, where every time that we had a bad loss, all we needed to do was play Detroit and we bounced right back. Chicago has been a good bounce back team for us. So if for some reason we don't pull this win out in Toronto, which I believe that we still will, Chicago's a good team to have, especially before going and play Philly. Because that Christmas Day on Philly, or that Christmas game against Philly, like that's gonna be tough. But it's gonna be one of those games. It's gonna rain. It's gonna be one of those games that if they win, these are statement wins. Because these are the games that we're not supposed to win. So now, if you're a Knicks organization, Knicks fan, Knicks organization, right? And we're now beating the teams that we're supposed to beat. And if we now start beating the teams that we're not supposed to beat, which we already started doing that a little bit, that makes us a true contender. Or not championship contender, but a true playoff problem. But for right now, 6-7 spot is reality. Because remember, in our division alone, it's still Boston, it's still Philly, and it's still Brooklyn. Let's see what we do against Philly. Let's see what Brooklyn continues to do ahead of us. If we manage to pass any one of them this season, that's more likely how you're going to be able to judge success. Because those three teams are supposed to be better than us. Us leapfrogging any one of them is a successful season. Listen, those teams.
Is this live, bro? Oh, can I come back?
What do you want? Why do you want to come on? Is there a particular reason? Hey! Right? So took somebody's heart in a while ago. Hey, we have a trivia segment going on in 40 minutes. 10:37 trivia.
don't know what the fuck that means though.
How you doing? Is that? Oh, just talking sports. Just talking sports. What's that? What do you guys want? What's going on, brethren? Whoa! Oh no! Don't do that shit again. What are you doing?
Let's say go Argentina, fuck everybody else.
Giving a shout out to Argentina for winning the World Cup.
So who you calling putos?
Everybody else.
Okay, come on. Come celebrate your World Cup. Come celebrate your World Cup. Come on.
Hey, you got some Caribbean? I'm from Trinidad, you know.
Yeah, I see you. You see me?
Yeah, I see you.
You see me? Alright. You see me? Alright. Number 1 sports podcast in Broward County. Don't forget that. We got Pops coming on. Oh, no, we're coming out. Oh, he made a detour. I thought he was coming around. Tell you, this is what happens when I well. Merry Christmas to you guys, man. You guys enjoy your holidays. But we're here. Listen. Hey, we're here.
He's gotta say.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to him first, though. Wait, and don't forget to tip your podcasters.
Que viva Argentina, puto, vamos, guacho, viva Argentina, la concha de su madre. Que viva Argentina, puto, vamos, guacho. This is for you.
I do my show here live every Wednesday.
Alright, hey, Pop's coming up, bro.
Come on, Pop. We got Pops there. Listen, Argentina's here. Argentina's in the. Yo, we got Argentina in the building. Argentina's out here to celebrate. We want people to know they won their World Cup. Tell them, Pops. Tell them, Pops. Yo, tell them, Pops. They see you.
That boy is a bad boy. You know what? When I say bad boy, he's a good boy. He wants things. And you know, in life, I wish him many soccer team days. Because he won things.
Yo, Reggie, tell him again. Who run things? Messi run things.
Yes.
Messi run his blood clot pussy on. You know what I said? Messi run his blood clot pussy on.
Yeah.
All the time.
He's a badass boy.
You see him do? Three blood clots going out of game. Three Reggie, count them up. 1, 2. Three blood clot balls. Penalty kick, nothing. Put it to with ease. You saw that celebration? 4 million people. 4 million. Yo, we'll never get that in the States. It don't matter how many times the United States win. We will never have that experience. That is special. I'm so special. So special. That's what I ride with that message. I'm special. That's what I want. Big tune. I want it. Yo, big tune.
Yo, respect, brother.
Respect. Yo, it's a celebration. It's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. I keep telling you, that's why you gotta catch the show live. That's why you gotta catch the show live. Listen, we got the Bluetooth special up there. Hope you guys saw all that. Oh man. Listen, man, I'm a roll up and I'm a roll out. I think we've done enough Knicks talk for the day, right? I think I've oversaturated with the Knicks, and the Knicks have officially lost. So their 8-game win streak is over. They lose to Toronto, 113-106. That just sucked all the motivation out of me. But you know what though? This is why I said it's good to have Chicago coming up on the next game, because with Chicago coming up next, they're a good team to play for us so far. We've had their number. We beat them twice already in Chicago. Now they come back to New York. Are we? This is gonna be a 3-game homestand for us. And you know what? Though, also, don't just be happy with the winning streak. Be happy with them also finally find a way to start winning at home. Be happy with them playing their 90 style, as you want to call it, 90 styles basketball. Even though Tom Thibodeau wasn't coaching really in the 90s, he was coaching in the 2000s. Tom Thibodeau was coaching Chicago against LeBron James. It's Tom Thibodeau style basketball, which revolves around defense first. But believe it or not, this kind of basketball is also Pat Riley kind of basketball, which is also Jim Buss kind of basketball, which is Lakers kind of basketball. It starts on one and it progressively goes to the next. It's all about a mindful of philosophy and building that culture. Let's stick with them. They've been doing their thing. They have been doing their thing. We're gonna talk about. Let's talk about them now. Let's talk about it now, because since we're still talking about basketball, we have the Christmas games lined up for you guys. Right? Hold on. Let me get a little music for that one. Right? What I want for that? Yeah. Give me that one. Nah, you don't want to give me that one, do you? Whatever. Okay, fine. We have the Christmas Day games coming up, and thank you. And as you know, the New York Knicks are part of this, and the New York Knicks are generally always part of this because of the market, and we're generally always part of the noon, every once in a while maybe the 3:00 game. And I don't know how some individuals look at it, if they look at it as a slight to get the 3:00 game or not, or the noon game. I love it for me as a Knicks fan. It means I get my game first out the way, and I can go about my day. I don't have to watch shit else I don't have to watch shit else if I don't have to, right? But not only that, as a Knicks fan, you're kind of used to this, right? As a Knicks fan, you've become accustomed to playing at noon, because there's a lot of I don't know about the rest of you guys, because I really haven't paid attention to a lot of other teams' Sunday schedule, even Saturday schedule. As much as I paid attention to probably the Knicks and the Lakers when it comes to those two teams, but as a Knicks fan, I feel like we always have Sunday matinees. From very early in the season, we're very used to playing at noon, and there should be a decent part of the league that's used to playing in New York around noon. Or know that, hey, you know what? A decent amount of my games in New York, or there's always a game that we play in New York that's going to be around noon if you've been in the league for a certain amount of time. So I love that schedule. New York Knicks, they play the Philadelphia 76ers. Philly's going to be coming to New York to try to play the Knicks. Now, as I told you, the New York Knicks, Jay, they just ended up losing their 8-game winning streak. So right now, depending on what happens, I don't know if I want to eat that piece. Depending on what happens with this Chicago game coming up, the New York Knicks are either going to be on a 1-game winning streak or a 2-game losing streak, or New York's going to bounce back from their loss against Toronto, or they'll be on a 2-game losing streak. And so it's the latter, because things are going to be tough.
We were all outside, and I literally just hopped in the car and we did
So to start off your Christmas Day games, we have Philly going against the. Fuck it. Nah, that's not really the vibe for that. Why you doing me like that? At 2:30, we have Lakers versus Dallas, and there goes again what I was talking about. Like Dallas probably used to. I haven't really ever paid attention to Dallas, but the Lakers are. The Lakers are used to this kind of technically 1:30 kind of schedule, 2:30 kind of schedule. Actually, what am I saying? This is 2:30 for them. I got down here 14:30. That's 2:30, not 4:30. So we're talking about, yeah, they're used to a 1 o'clock game, a noonish game. Like they've been in this spot before as well. I'm gonna have to start looking at. I'm gonna have to start looking at some other teams. Some other teams Saturday and weekend schedules, because now it makes me wonder, like, does Golden State not have a lot of matinee games? Does Boston not have matinee games? Milwaukee? Like, it makes me wonder if these other teams out here that have not only been thriving for some time, but also some of the ones that have also some legacy and history to them. Like I said, like not like Boston, when they're not just winning, but they also have a history. Golden State with their winning, Phoenix with their recent winning, Dallas a little bit of both by now, Texas and winning. If they also have a lot of matinee games, like I said, I know the Lakers do for sure. So we have the Lakers taking on Dallas, and this should definitely be a game that the Dallas Mavericks easily win. You can't get me to tell the truth on that Knicks and Philly game. The Knicks could beat Philly. They could. Will they? I don't know, but they can. They're at home. I'm not quite sure what Philly's health status is going to be, but I'm going to function under the assumption that every player that can make it there is going to be there. And this includes your big stars. This includes James Harden. This includes Joel Embiid. This includes Maxey Tobias. Maxey and Tobias. Not Maxey Tobias. Maxey Tobias. This involves all of them. Unless you're really injured, right? Like injured. Not hurt, but injured. I generally expect players to play on the Christmas Day game. Like, it could just be me, but
Love to see segment of the week.
I really do expect most teams to want to play on Christmas game, or most players to want to play on Christmas Day, right? It just kind of makes sense, and I know that you're thinking about, okay, you know what? Most people have found ways to try to they can watch their teams or watch this or watch that. Well, what about the people that can't? Sometimes we like to look at so many things from even like our mid-level perception, where you're like, oh, myself in this mid-status. Like, no. Think about yourself in your worst time ever. How would you have been able to watch these games if it wasn't on some regular television? Right, so when you get the opportunity to, you want to see them, and then thank you. And we're just thinking about the United States here at times, right? We're not even thinking about the other countries and what they do. Speaking of, can I tell you how disappointed I've been with the NBA app this year. Like really and seriously disappointed. Back when that app used to cost $35 or $34 a month, $40 a month, versus what it costs now, $14.99 a month. At least I didn't have to worry about so many lags and glitches and pauses. Whatever's going on now, or whatever they switch over to now, the app is almost not even worth $14.99. To be honest with you, there are way too many glitches. Right? There are way too many issues with it. And that has to get better. I'm hoping there was something new I'm hoping there was a new streaming platform or service or something like that they were trying this year. Right? And they have to finish them out for the whole year. I'm really hoping that's the case. Right? Because if not, then next year I'll rather just use my back channels. Like that's how much it's not working. That if you're gonna do that, I was gonna be like this. I'd rather stream it for some streaming service, for some undercover Ukrainian streaming service, than pay for it, because I'll get the same kind of stream. Now it's also making me realize that maybe some of these streams that I was watching, when I was thinking it was the site that I was using, that back channel site that I was using, that was messing up, maybe it wasn't them. It was probably the actual NBA app site that was fucking up. Yeah. This year's streaming service is shitty. I'm not gonna lie. It's cheaper. It's much cheaper. It's like half price that it used to be in the past. But you feel it. We really do feel it as a customer. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy with it at all. I am not pleased with it at all. Not at all. Not one bit. And they got me because it was part of a feature for the NBA 2K game. And I bought into that, thinking that the game was still, I mean, that the price of the NBA app was still $30-something. I'm over here thinking, oh, I done saved myself like $100 by ordering it with this for the whole, you know what I mean? Nope. Saved myself like that. Saved myself like $15 total for crappy service and a go-kart. Like seriously. Alright folks, listen. We're gonna take ourselves a quick break, right? I need a new beer. That's what we're about to do. So we're gonna take ourselves a little quick break. When we come back, we're gonna finish breaking down these, we're gonna finish talking about these the Christmas Day games. Talk about Thursday night football. Last week's picks. And guess whatever else randomly pops up. Oh, we got trivia coming up in just about 20 minutes as well. That and more on the MyT Sports Podcast. We have all that coming up. It's about to be big. It's about to be big. But for now, everybody else, please enjoy this short commercial break.
They didn't join this team to win championships. or become famous. They join because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond, I became a soldier. They didn't join this team to win championships or become famous. They join because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond, I became a soldier. Join this team to win championships or become famous. They join because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. Find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference, and they can respond,
Baby,
became a soldier.
I like it when your beat go. I like it when your booty go. One more time.
They didn't join this team to win championships or become famous. They join because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond, I became a soldier.
Yes, you did. Yeah. How you doing? 100% certified beef, baby. Alright, welcome back to MyT Sports Podcast. With your host, one and talent, MyT. We're back. Yo, they ain't been checking on your boy. They ain't come to ask me about a new beer, so I had to go searching for beer. I had to go hunting for beer. How many people hunt for their own hops? Got free food. It's always good when you get free food. And I gotta order some. I ain't had to try to think about, yo, I'm getting hungry. I want to eat some wings, or can I last until? Can I last until? Until I get home, where I might not even get home today. I'm gonna text Bree again. Did you know they were show but talk sports. Don't think we talk enough sports in 3 hours? You just want sports. Like realistically, how much balls in your life do you want? See? So calm down. I can go to anytime. I really am. I tell you, if I'm wilding, if I'm smiling, I'm smiling. And I'm big time smiling. All right. Let's send this other message, y'all. Cause you know Bree, like, listen, I always gotta talk. I always gotta big up Bree, right? Hold on, because, right, let's give Bree her big up, right? A Merry Christmas big up. Big up. Well, guess what? Neither. God damn, Johnny! When's the last time you heard your name called like that? Listen, that was damn near in stereo. I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm over here wilding. Neither did I. Okay, let's get back into the sports, right? I had to send a couple of texts. Can I tell you, I'm upset with TikTok Live. I can't figure out how to go TikTok Live to save my life. I'm trying to get on TikTok Live. They slipping. They don't have the MyT Sports Podcast Live. You guys already. You guys already know how it goes on the MyT Sports Podcast. There always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. And you guys already know too that because baseball is my first love when it comes to sports, that I go left field at any given moment, at any given. Look at that boy, y'all. That nigga handsome like a motherfucker. Look at that nigga. Hey, yo, whose man's is that? Look at that. I got distracted by my own goddamn self. Look at that. Look at me looking at me. God damn, I love me some me. Look at me looking at me. God damn, I'll tell you what. I love me some me. I almost drooled on myself. I love me so me. God damn. Look at that. Sorry. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna look over here. I'm gonna look at me from over here. Oh man. Alright, so we have the Lakers taking on. We have Philly taking on the Knicks at noon. Lakers taking on Dallas at 4:30. I know you're like, damn, I forgot what we were talking about. 5 o'clock, we got green on green crime. We got Milwaukee taking on Boston. That's gonna be the interesting game. Everything else is a warm up. That right there, that game right there. That's when the basketball night starts. Everything else is fluff. Seriously, 76ers Knicks, that's kind of fluff. When they scheduled that, they were just like, let's give the East Coast some love. Let's show them off. Like if we do a New York and Philly game, then we get that whole tri-state area all the way from Connecticut down to Virginia. Like, like they know what they were doing with that one, right? I'm even taller than Connecticut. So that's a regional game that they was hoping that, and it's a big enough region to get the numbers that they was okay with. I don't think they were expecting to be a good game or a game that could be determining that could be turning in positions already this early, or even a game between two teams that have over 18 wins. I didn't think they saw all that coming. Like this was supposed to be, hey, let New York market get some love, but for a way to show off all these superstars in New York from Philly. LA, Dallas, kind of the same thing. Let's put two of our good markets together, right? They weren't sure what who was sure what you were gonna get from the LA Lakers this year based off what you got from them last year. They've kind of been in this same position, not really making it, kind of struggling. Anthony Davis, kind of injured. Word. I love all things Knicks. I'm telling you right now, I love all things Knicks. Hey, Milwaukee Boston is probably the first really good game. Because we all know Lakers and Dallas, you know you're not going to see Anthony Davis. You probably will, but you don't know if you're going to see Russell Westbrook. You probably will, but you don't know if you're going to see LeBron James. You probably will. You don't know if you're going to see all the major players. You definitely know you're not going to see Anthony Davis. So that really puts them behind the 8 ball. Like LeBron James doesn't have the capability of carrying the team the way he used to. And honestly, that's what you judge. That's where his judgment is based off. His greatness is judged off of. His judgment is based off of. That's what his greatness is judged off of now, right? Or his greatness is always judged off of. In my eyes, that he was able to take the worst team in the NBA and bring them to a conference championship. That was him. That was his capability. Without any coaching, anything, no nothing. That's probably why Kyrie thinks that he can function without a coach. He saw LeBron James do it. Or he got the idea from LeBron James probably. Probably the same way that that Allen Iverson got the idea about not needing practice from Isaiah Thomas. So that game you're probably not going to see all of the major stars. Probably why it's also better that it be in Dallas, because that crowd is probably going to get that dub. New York is just for that crowd. The first real game was Dallas and Boston. Boston and Millie. Because what's going on in both of those towns, right? In both of those cities is special, right? Like I said, we're talking about gangrene to the for little old me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You gotta massage it before you start it.
Oh, thank you. Massage. Bless your heart, child. Thank you. Man, I'm not even from the Southern Country. You got the Southern Country coming out in me. Bless your heart, child. Oh, yeah. That's next. Hey. Yeah. I get it. I do it. Big time. Chill Will, how you? Okay, Chill Will. How long you been on the podcast just listening to me wilding? Without me realizing that you here. What's going on, little Jimmy Poppy Seed? I see you. Poppy shoes. I ain't have my glasses on. I ain't really see you. Y'all know we got Chill Will in the building. Whenever you ready, Chill Will. You know we ready to spark you up on the podcast. We can roll up and roll out. Whenever you ready to get information, so we can roll up. Not that Beyonce formation. You know what kind of formation we roll up and roll out into, right? Which is a different formation that I normally. Oh wait, did I just? No! God damn it! No! Get back here! I know you lost me for a second. Shit. Yeah, you lost. I know you lost me for like half a second. My bad. I was trying to switch over. Yo, I'm telling you, it's popping here. You know, it's 2-for-1 drinks for ladies right now. You ladies know it's 2-for-1. 2-for-1 drinks for ladies right now. Half off all drinks for ladies right now. We got a big show coming up. Listen, we got 6 minutes before we get into trivia. I see the people starting up. Maybe they're not. When trivia comes up in 6 minutes, we have trivia in 6 minutes. Let the people inside know. Trivia in 6 minutes. You heard me, Toya? Trivia in 6 minutes. Toya ain't paying attention. See what goes on here? Everybody's all twisted, tipsy. I'm over here working. If this is working, this is the best job in the world. Like 100%. If this is working, this is the best job in the world. I'll do this 7 days a week. Hey, Puerto Rico. Oh. I was vibing with the DJ. Milwaukee, Boston. That's where we was at, right? I know we were like, hey, well, let's get back into it. You guys know listen. Hey, I just heard him talk about the trivia. That's my dog. Thank you. You guys make sure y'all take care of your waitresses and your servers inside. Make sure you give them the tips, which you're supposed to tip your waitresses and servers. Show love to your DJ. you haven't gotten yourself some food already, grab yourself some foods. It's still 2 for 1 for ladies. Half off until 12. Episode 500 of the MyT Sports Podcast, January 4th. We got a lot. We got a lot. We got a lot. Milwaukee, Boston. Outside of watching Knicks, Philly, that's probably gonna be the first game I'm tuned into, fully locked into. I forget what Milwaukee's record is. I'm gonna pull it up here in a second because I think they may also be one of the few teams that still have a record that still a team with single-digit losses. Yep, 22-9 Milwaukee to go along with the Boston Celtics. They just got their 10th loss, so now they're 22-10, and those are the two best teams in the East. That's why that one's locked in so much. Those are the two best teams in the East, and depending on who you ask, they may be the two best teams in the league. So that spot right there, that 5 o'clock spot, it isn't prime time, it isn't 8 o'clock, but it damn near is the beginning of the night. It really is. It is the beginning of the night, literally. Put a K back for you, done in the I'm not even gonna pick a game. I'm gonna pick Milwaukee because I can't pick Boston. I can't pick Boston. You know what? Let's be for real. I can't pick Boston on that one. So I'm gonna end up picking Milwaukee. But for you Boston fans, don't come at me. Just understand that I can't pick you. That means that in any normal scenario, I probably would pick you to win this game. I just can't because of our rivalry. So we just got to chalk that one up, and I'm gonna pick Milwaukee. But understand that's a hard pick. Trivia, 2 minutes. Let the peoples know. Trivia in 2 minutes. Trivia in 2 minutes. Memphis Golden State was supposed to be another one of those games. But that's one of those things that are starting budding rivalry. And those are one of those games that, because it's a budding rivalry, it makes it good enough. Because even though Stephen Curry isn't playing, John Morant playing is all we really care about. Like, tell me if I'm lying. If Stephen Curry was playing in this game and John Morant wasn't, you'd be like, man, damn it, John ain't playing? Like, really wanted to see John in this game. Because we've seen enough of Steph. Still want to see more of Steph. We've seen enough of Steph, right? We've seen the show before. With Ja playing and Stephen Curry not, we're like, oh, okay, Steph ain't playing? Well, at least we still got Ja. You know what I mean? At least you still got Ja. And you know, the show that you're not used to seeing yet, the newer, fresher show, while just as exciting show, just a more explosive show, is going to be is the one that's going to be participating.
Sorry.
Hey, when you guys are done with your Secret Santa, grab them all to come do trivia. When you're done with your Secret Santa, grab them all to come do trivia.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
We're supposed to be starting our trivia. We're supposed to be starting our trivia real night right now.
Did something.
Do you guys have matching shirts?
I'm proud of it.
I just saw him walk away. I was like, wait a minute. I got my glasses on, but I think I saw what I saw. You ready for some trivia? Oh. Who out there is ready for some trivia? Where my trivia players at? Oh no, don't take a seat. Don't roll over there. You know trivia's coming up. We're gonna talk about trivia right after we talk about this last team, all right? After we square away the last team on the. Sorry, once again, you guys have to see it. You guys have to see what goes on. Like these random moments of silence ain't random. I'm usually over here dancing or wilding out. I'm having a good time by myself. That's when you're watching, you realize like, okay, he's taking an army break. You know, army break is a break that we take to get fucked up, or a break that we take to fuck it up. Hey. Alrighty, last team. Let's get this last team wrapped up, and then what we'll end up doing, right? We're gonna wrap this last team up. We're gonna switch over to Podbean feeds because we're gonna just be right around the 2-hour mark for them. So we'll get you guys in the new feed. The last hour of the show, we'll do trivia. We'll get into Thursday Night Football. We'll wrap it up there. Call it a night. And then we're gonna enjoy ourselves inside somebody. Hey, I don't know if you guys hear what's going on. Like, it's a shame that DJ Scepter isn't here no more. That's my brother. We got another one of my good friends, another one of my compadres. We got DJ Rob in the building, and DJ Rob and DJ Scepter. Not to say that they're the same DJ at all. They're not. But I do know that DJ Scepter comes from the DJ tree of DJ Rob, right? So a good portion of what DJ Scepter has learned has come from DJ Rob. So so big up to all of them in that, right? Because that's a little that's that each one, reach one, teach one, right? Because then after Rob taught Scepter, then Scepter taught D-Ray, right? And then that's how things got, or you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna say taught, you know what I mean? But help tutelage or help train, right? So, like, it's a nice little treat that's going on here. And they're all fantastic in their own way. But you see the similarities, but you see the differences. The biggest similarity that you see is a consistency. That's probably the best one. Last game of the evening, we got Phoenix and Denver, and I know if you guys remember last year that, and even for a good portion of this year, right? Phoenix remains to be one of the top teams in the West, along with Denver, right? You got Denver as the best team in the West, right, sitting in the number 1 spot, and then you have the Phoenix Suns at 19-13, sitting in the number 4 spot. So this, in a weird way, would be the second round matchup of the playoffs. Chris Paul's status is I'm unsure of what Chris Paul's status is going to be if he's going to be playing for this game. I know he's been in and out of the lineup as of late, and also Jamal Murray, not quite sure of his status as well. Right, so let's keep an eye on that for anybody that likes to gamble, that likes to bet. Is that good? It's like that? Is that good? It's like that? Then you tell me I need to spark mine up right now? That's what you telling me? Okay. That's what you telling me. Like I heard I caught the back signal. So, well, that's just me clearing my throat. You know, I still have mine to get through. So, this is a tough game against Denver because we know that they have the Joker, right? And the Joker, him from a advanced analytical statistic standpoint, is one of the greatest big men we've ever seen. It's just that from a regular point of view, not my point of view, regular point of view, there's nothing explosive about, there's nothing about him that makes you really want to watch him. They're just a good team. Nothing explosive, nothing fancy, just efficient. And it's weird, right? And maybe it's because I know what I'm watching. Sometimes when I'm watching the NBA, and I understand that needing to have that flash and that simmer and that sizzle. When I watch the WNBA, every game is like watching Denver. It really is. Every game is a fundamental game of brilliance. And because of that, it's not always the best appealing televised product. I can admit that. I can 100% admit that. Because ever since I tell myself I want to watch more Denver games, I don't want to watch Denver games. Like, you're good, but you're not entertaining. And I guess that's supposed to be a feel about the WNBA sometimes. Not me, some people. It's good, not entertaining for them. But I know what I'm watching today. While every game may be Denver to me, it's what I'm expecting it to be. So then when I get a game that looks like Dallas or New York, I'm like, oh shit, look what happens. I don't know, it's a weird feeling. I don't know how I got over there. But where are we at? We're just about at that point. So yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna be doing our trivia. Right? We're gonna get into Monday Night Football and everything else remaining on our schedule of BS to BS about this evening. Prepare yourself for another Army break. I really meant that. Prepare yourself for another Army break. Everybody on Podbean, we'll be switching over your feed. Don't worry, there's another feed that's already reserved for you. 2 for 1 for ladies, 2 for 1 ladies drink, 2 for 1's lady. Oh, it's you guys again. What's going on? You missed the ladies drink free. No, don't worry though. You haven't missed trivia though. You haven't missed trivia. I haven't even started trivia. I'm doing trivia right after the break. I bet. They came right on time. Alright, folks. Like I said, everybody on Podbean, we're going to lose you, but we're switching over to a new feed so you guys know how that works. If you found this feed, you're going to find the new feed the same way that you found this feed. It's going to the live segment, and you'll be able to find the call-in hotline for the MyT Sports Podcast. Everybody else, you'll hear a quick commercial while we reset the feed for them. So they don't miss anything either. Like, we want to make sure everybody gets in here. Excuse me. Nasty.
They didn't join this team to win championships or become famous. They joined because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond, I became a soldier. Didn't join this team to win championships or become famous. They join because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world. They can respond, I became a soldier. They didn't join this team to win championships or become famous. They joined because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond, I became a soldier. They didn't join this team to win championships or become famous. They joined because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way.
People, time to get back in here.
Lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond, I became a soldier.
Alright, we are back with the MyT Sports Podcast. I'm your host and one and only talent, El Idolo Deportivo Taylor. And it is that time that you guys have all been waiting for. It ain't just the last hour of the show. It ain't finally that time for me to stop rambling and shut the fuck up. No. Not that time yet. What time is it? Oh, it is officially MyT Trivia time. I don't remember that being I don't remember that being the music for MyT Trivia. I don't remember that being the music for the MyT game shows. Can we try this again? Here we go. Trivia. Oh, I'ma give it to you. MyT Trivia. It's like cocaine straight from Bolivia. Trivia. Who's gonna be our first contestant? Is that gonna be you, Ralphie? Ralphie, are you about to be our first contestant? Who's gonna be our first contestant on MyT Trivia? You went to the music club. They can't hear me yet. Let me. officially trivia time. It is officially that time. Who's ready to play some MyT trivia? Who's ready to be the first contestant on MyT trivia? Who's the first one to come up? What am I saying? I'm seeing Nikki come up. Ralphie, what happened? You let her beat you up here, Ralphie?
I'm not playing. I'm audience.
Oh no, you can't come up to the table without playing. You can't come up to the table without playing. Listen, no, you guys can play separately. You can't help each other. This isn't a couples retreat. No. That's not how this goes down. Okay? Listen. This might be one of the few places where you have sex in the champagne room, but you cannot help each other out. All right? You're next, Rah. You ain't hiding. I have an automatic program in my brain to call everybody Ralphie Rah. I don't know, I'm telling you, it's a habit. Like it's like if you meet somebody named Junior, at one point in time you may have the urge to call them Junebug for some reason. Like Ralphie Rah. It's just growing up Brooklyn is what we call it. But we got our first contestant. The lovely Nikki. If you guys don't know, Nikki works here at Sharkey, so you can see her. What days can they see you here? Fridays till Monday. And always make sure that you tip your waitresses. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. Okay, so the way that we play MyT trivia is that I'm going to ask you to pick a number, right? You pick a number, you get a question, you answer that question, you win a prize. It's that simple. All right, so pick a number between 1 and 232. Say that louder for us. Say that for the mic.
123.
All right, act like you're yelling at him. Or at least act like you're yelling in traffic. Let's do that. Act like you're yelling in traffic. I was trying to do good in traffic. Trying to be into the holiday spirit. Drive all peaceful.
Oh, it's the worst.
Next they had me out here Santa cussing for no reason. Just Santa cussing all over the place. You ho ho hoes. You ho ho hoes. You ho ho hoes. Get out of my way. Santa cussing everywhere. You said what was your number again?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Number 120. Now, you have time to answer your question. Not all this time. This is your time. Right? You have time to answer your question. You'll be your final answer. When you say final answer, that's why I'll accept it. You can think this out. You have time to think it. Don't feel rushed. The music is just suspenseful. But it's alrighty. So your question is. Oh, you're lucky. 1, 2, 3. She got a hipology question.
Let's go.
She got a hipology. You guys hear this? She got a hipology question. Alrighty. I don't even think you're gonna need any real time. So your question is: if someone is salty, then they are what? Mad, jealous, envious. Our answer, being a little bitch, was also acceptable. You know how this goes. Let me make sure. I need this for me. That's for somebody else. Alrighty. Collect your prize. Oh, the prizes are worth it. I'm serious. I'm serious about my trivia.
I love it.
Are you next?
Let's do it.
Alright, what's your name, Pimpin?
G.
Alright, G. Let's go ahead and get this popping. Now,
It's a real thing.
without me saying it, you can't pick number 123, obviously.
All right.
But pick a number between 1 and 200 and I'm gonna have to write down what my maximum number is so I can stop stalling. 232.
22.
22. Oh, that's one of my favorite Jay-Z songs, 22 Twos. Who's that in the background? Him. Alrighty. Your question is an actual sports question.
Okay.
Who has more tennis Grand Slam titles? One of these two options. Is it Venus Williams or Serena Williams?
Really?
Is that your final answer? Final answer? Okay. You only got two choices.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
Okay. And you know what? Give me that cake today. Alright, grab your prize.
Oh my.
Are you next?
Nah.
Okay.
Cheers,
Hey,
man.
Ralphie, you next? Get up here.
Cheers,
We got 4 prizes left. We have 4 prizes left.
I'll play. I'll pass my prize along to someone that'll use it.
Come up here, Ralphie. It's time to play.
He did that.
MyT trivia. You next?
Who has more tennis Grand Slams, Serena or Venus?
You know, you both. It's okay to get answers wrong. Listen, you only lose if you don't play.
Sign me up.
All right. We got Ralphie, and we have you, and then we have you. We're gonna get you all in here. Cause we have easy questions. I got layups. You know, some of these depending on what you like. You know, a layup is a layup. You know, wins are wins,
I mean,
right?
I'll double it and pass it on to the next guy.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I will double the prize for the next guy.
Okay. So, pick a number between. Sorry, Ralphie. Pick a number between 1 and 232.
123.
Can't do 123. We did that already today. We just did 123. I know you didn't even hear it, but we just did it. Yeah. Out of 232, the first number was 123. I promise you, it was done by Nikki.
Alright, so pick
Let's go, Pippin. Wait, hold on. What's going on, Pippin? What the fuck? You don't even live here anymore. You don't even go here. Get your ass over here. Wrong, this way. Get your ass over here. You don't even go here. The fuck? You know how this go? Pippin. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, baby. That's my mom. You ain't on that shit.
Listen, man, I stay in the holiday spirit and continue to get my whole on. Okay, that's what we do here in the Mighty Sports Pod. You don't even go here anymore. You don't even.
I see you online. I'll be like, all right, you doing your thing. Look at this. Look at this. Pretty ass.
All right, so we got 1, we got 2, we got 3. Then you're next. Alrighty.
Dropping off the food, not eating it.
You pick your number? What was your number?
222.
222. Okay. Which is great. So we went from 123 to 22 to 222. I'm telling you, I'm gonna play some of these lotto numbers. Like something is in the air tonight, and it ain't just luck. Alrighty. So we said 222. I don't know why I wrote down 221. Okay. 222. Okay. For a sports fanatic, this is gonna be a layup. Are you ready for your question? Alrighty. So, Lambeau Field is home to which NFL team? Is that your final answer? What did you say again?
Green Bay Packers.
They're going like hotcakes. They're going like hotcakes today. Collect your prize, sir. Collect your prize. You're very welcome. All right, who we had next here? It was you next, right? All right.
101.
101. Okay, school is officially in session. Let's see if I get lucky and I can school one of you guys this time around. I've been giving these things away. Remember, there's no helping. You help and he loses. I bet you guys know. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one.
I'll pinch his butt for one.
This is. All right. Your question is, what is Stephen Curry's first name? If you guys are rubbing like, I thought it was Steph. Well, obviously it's not. Oh, 101. Schooling them. Schooling them. Schooling them.
Curtis.
Is that your final answer? Give me that answer. What's your final answer?
Curtis.
You have failed. You have failed. You have failed this city.
His first name is Wardell.
I would have never
Wardell.
Okay, that was
I knew it was something abstract. I couldn't put it.
If you ever watch those AutoZone or whatever whatever commercial when he's trying to rent a car and he's shopping around or whatever, he's like, you can't sit there, Wardell. He's like, Wardell, who calls him Wardell? Alrighty, who's next to play MyT trivia? Who has not played? Oh, don't try to hide.
I went to my first. It was just
Oh, okay, because you are next on MyT trivia.
6.
See, you knew some of these answers. You was over here, Green Bay Packers.
Okay, I know some. I'm not go all Maggie boys, but we're gonna go with 6.
6. Okay, that's the number of LeBron James. And we'll see. The hits may give this away. Stop it. Be nice. Name the sport. Scissor kick. Freestyle. Individual melody. Did you swim in school?
No.
Oh.
I did. That's why I came really together because of my beard.
Collect your prize. You was a gymnast. Well, in high school I was a pianist. I'm joking. I'm just playing with words. Alright, who's next on MyT trivia? You next or who next? Who's next? Who's next?
Listen,
Alright,
since we all got joints, let's play Puff Puff Pass.
let's play Puff Puff Pass. Is that like drink or die?
I might freak out.
Have you ever played? I'm sorry, the real name is called Do or Drink, but if you ever play it, you will automatically rename it Do, Drink, or Die. I'm fully done with that. Thank you so much.
Fall in love with their dealer or blind.
So who's coming up next? Is it you?
Who's going up?
Are you next? Who's next up for trivia?
I'm next.
You're next. All right, Johnny, let's go. Alrighty, I love it. I love it. All right, Johnny, this is how it works. You pick a number. I give you a question. You get it right. You get a prize. Sound simple enough?
Alright, well, the number is 1 to what?
1 to 232.
35.
35.
Confident with the 35.
Okay.
I love the 35.
He's confident with the 35 special. You see this, right? I'm so special. I'm so special.
Yeah,
So
look at
special.
that
So special.
computer,
That's
that's
what I put that 45 special.
Shut the
All right.
fuck up, let's go.
Okay. This is gonna be a difficult one.
Okay,
My
alright.
phone just died.
Oh, your phone just died. Oh, right before you give you more time to Google some
It's okay. That's the phone. That's the behind the scenes camera. The people that matter are right here and right here amongst us all. Are you ready? Okay. Basketball player Scottie Pippen
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
has a word tattooed on his forearm. What does it say?
NBA.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You have failed. You have failed. You have failed this city.
Alright.
Just like your Colts.
Oh, no. That Colts got 50 questions right. And 100 questions wrong after that. Oh, no. I only got one question wrong.
You're coming up next?
I only got one question.
Although I don't know any questions about sports, give me Disney.
Emotional damage.
102 years. NFL's been in the league for 102 years. And my Colts got to get the biggest. Johnny,
So you're saying this is the first time in the history of niggerdom that anybody has ever lost that bad?
What is the right answer?
3 initials of his last name.
That's
Alrighty. So you're next. Alrighty. So pick a number between 1 and 232. 150?
That's the amount of money I spent today on Christmas.
Oh, that's the money I spent today on marijuana alone.
Yeah.
And I split it.
Gotta be lucky then. Gotta be lucky.
Alrighty. 150. Let's find out what 150 has for us. I don't think anybody's ever picked 150.
It's good luck then. Okay, I like it.
Okay. You may get this.
Okay,
You may. It's not a Disney question. It's not a Disney question. It was a sports question.
Oh, you remember?
But I figured that when it comes to sports, like there's only going to be 3 names that you're probably going to spew out in this category.
Yeah.
So I feel like you have a 1/3% chance to get this right.
Okay, so it's an easy sports question. All right.
Like I said, as long as she spits out one of the most common names that she knows.
All right.
Yeah, that's my hint. That's the hint right there.
That's a good hint.
That's a good hit, yes.
Now the question is, who was the first player to have his jersey retired for the Miami Heat?
Bosh?
You let me know when it's your final answer. Remember,
Why is he walking away? Am I wrong?
because he is mortified by your answer. So as long as you don't say Bosh again, nobody will have beef here. We'll give you a really good hint.
Yes, please.
He never played for the Heat.
He never played for the Heat. That makes me more confused. I thought it was to retire from the Heat. How could you retire from the Heat?
There's a player that his jersey was retired over the whole fucking league. What player jersey would be retired over the whole goddamn league?
That's still alive.
Michael Jordan, final answer?
Is that your final answer?
Yes. That's literally the only other name I knew.
What did I say? Listen, she mentioned 3 names. Eventually she final answered on one of them.
Please don't ever mention Chris Bosh in sports.
Wait, you mean gay Chris Bosh?
I'll allow it. Listen, what we all said about Chris Bosh in his playing days. So if it's still saying about him randomly by non-sports people in his non-playing days, I'm just saying
He's got some suspects.
he's been kicking the can around some clubs that he shouldn't be around. And he lives in South Florida. Out for me, suckers who down with me.
That DJ is kicking in there.
That's DJ Rob. DJ Rob, you can catch him at Tijuana Taxis as well.
Oh, okay.
And you catch him at Tijuana Taxis and also at damn it, Sandalfoot and 441. O'Connor's.
Oh, kind of.
It's not on Sandalfoot. It's by Sandalfoot. I just remember it's by Sandalfoot. But it's kind of like right by Days on the right hand side. O'Connor should be something else, but O'Connor's all the way down there. Yeah. So he also DJs there some nights as well.
Yeah, he's solid. Yeah, he knows his old school shit. Wait, you won.
I didn't give you a prize yet. I'm sorry. Come collect your prize. My bad. Alrighty. Who is next on MyT Trivia? Who is coming up here next? We got a couple prizes left. We're about halfway through the segment. I can forget his name. He's standing up. He's right there. I'm looking at him.
A man standing up.
Hey yo, Pippin.
spitting game right now.
That's already his girl.
He's solidifying the night.
Hey, yo, T's man, forget your name. No, he's fully, you know, that's what's up though. He's fully engulfed in this girl. He ain't pay attention to anything in the outside world. Like he is locked in one place and one place only.
He's like a Russian name.
Hey, are you next on the trivia?
No. I got a Christmas bonus that I don't even want to have anymore. They can have it.
You gonna help somebody start their? Actually, do strippers even strip for college funds anymore, or is it just like augmentations?
There you go. Augmentations or what's the opposite of augmentation?
Reductions?
Relocations. That's
Because you gotta figure it's a cycle now. Like instead of like going like for the school thing, now they go to it to get the augmentation, and if the augmentation gets them their OnlyFans, and the OnlyFans get them their first milli.
Oh yeah.
Not knocking the hustle. Shit.
At all.
Like I wish I can post a video every day and just be like.
Yep.
I mean, if you got a pair of augmentations, I'm sure you would get a lot of hits.
I don't know. I'm just saying I wouldn't want those hits. Like I'll feel all kind of comfortable because I'll let them all know.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like you guys know I'm a dude, right?
Yeah.
Like this is for my enjoyment.
They don't care about that.
They don't at all. No, they don't.
The community you be
Listen,
those hits from.
I learned something, right? I forgot where I heard this at. But there's no such thing as chicks with dicks. No.
It's a man.
It's just dudes with tits.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just dudes with tits.
I agree.
You stay in that category, you'll always be safe. You can never justify, oh, it was a chick with... Nah, it's a dude with the tits.
It's a dude with tits. Yep. You still a dude.
Sorry, sometimes I go left field and I run into the wall.
They sent that one dude to jail, to dude jail.
Oh, Nikki Dragon.
Nicki Minaj went to jail?
No.
For lying about being shot in the foot?
You got your people confused.
That's Megan.
I guess she didn't lie.
She lied somewhere, but she stopped lying.
I ain't gonna lie, the way the trial went today, she definitely got shot in the foot.
Well, I don't think the lie was about being shot in the foot. It was about who shot her. Well, who's the next contestant on MyT trivia? Do we have any contestants over there for trivia? Ralphie, tell them about the trivia. They looking at me crazy. 1 to 232. No, I didn't.
That's the only person on the team.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's a misconception.
He'll play.
You already played, right? You didn't play yet? My bad. No, then you can play. Listen.
Here's the question.
This guy don't want to play.
That whole crew trying to go to the strip club. Yeah, I don't know.
Their game is probably dominoes.
My game is dominoes.
You do like dominoes?
I've loved dominoes since I was 6.
Ain't nothing like bones.
Man, you understand?
Nothing like bones.
I grew up in a basement of domino players with weed smoke up to here. Well, weed and cigarette smoke up to here. Good thing when I was that age, I was here. I was just underneath it, like, whoa, that shit look thick.
Yeah. That shit look like I want to be on the domino table.
For real.
I feel like dominoes is such a Hispanic thing. Like anywhere you go, and it's like a Hispanic gathering, they're gonna bring out a domino table.
It's very big in Hispanic, but it's also big in Black too.
So, I'm Jamaican, so we do our top. My Spanish people, I bring dominoes to their crib. Actually, they started playing dominoes more because of me. Because I'm always gonna because also I'm like Soldier too. So we listen. You get off at 5, you get home by 5:30. By 5:45, that domino table's open. If it's not already open, because somebody got at 3. And whoever got it at 3, got the domino table open, and they already got a cooler full of beer. And when you get off, you bring your beer, you add to the cooler, you go, you change, and you bring that shit down. There's dominoes all night.
I ain't grow up on dominoes. In my culture, where I grew up, it was spades, always.
Had that too.
Everything was spades.
Next time I'm gonna bring my dominoes. I'll wreck you. I got luck of the god. When I play dominoes.
You know what? And you're gonna need all of it to beat me. Call all of them. Call all of them. Christian, Egyptian, like Africans. It don't matter. Greek. Call them. You're gonna need every last one of them. And hope none of them grabs you by your Achilles because that's where I'm going for first.
Next Wednesday, I got you.
Alright. It's your time to play. The segment's almost over.
I bet.
Alrighty. So your number between 1 and 232.
23.
23. He went for the Jordan number. Okay.
I like how you recognize that.
There's a story behind almost every number.
But behind what?
There's a story behind almost every number.
What's the story behind Jordan?
No, I said there's a story behind almost every number. Almost every number could be related to something. Until you get to the 200s, and I'm like, I don't got no shit for that shit.
23 don't mean too much to me.
Okay.
I already think that.
This is a sports question.
It seems like a hard sports question.
It is. It's Jordan. It's Jordan. Hey, this is a championship level question.
Okay. Right.
This is a 6-ring level question.
Shit. This is once you got past 20 and you was like, damn, I gotta get some harder questions.
Yeah.
Then you start thinking of some hard shit.
Like 23 always got to be a hard question. 23, 8, 24. Those numbers super hard all the time. Most obscure questions.
The last 2 numbers are more significant.
Did you know if you add up Jordan's numbers that he played with and Kobe's numbers that he played with, they equal 100?
I forgot 45. Oh shit. That's pretty cool.
This is one of those MyT fun facts I've never heard anywhere else but here on the Mighty Sports Podcast.
I forgot 45.
Yeah. 100. I was like, when I realized, I was like, them niggas make a 100 player. Like, holy shit. Like,
They do.
and if you ever did put them two together, mind frame, athleticism, footwork, youth, everything.
Unstoppable.
Jesus.
They'll score 60 to 90.
That's basically Jordan going Super Saiyan. Like seriously. Like
He'll get Kobe's threes.
I mean, his own threes. He like he didn't drop 9 threes in a game when you couldn't take threes.
Jordan could shoot the 3-ball. He was more of a mid-range guy. Kobe definitely forced the 3-ball.
Like they all had it in their game. It just wasn't a predominant part of the game.
Yeah, because of the time that they played.
Yeah. At the time, this wasn't part of the game yet. But both of them put up over 8 3-pointers in a single game.
Oh, Kobe, the game he had 81, I think he had 11 threes.
Did he have was that? I don't think the game that he scored 81 is when he put up the most 3-pointers in the game.
There was another game where he had 60-something and he left in the third quarter. He didn't play the whole fourth quarter.
Yeah. That may be another. I don't think that's the same night. Because Klay Thompson ended up beating that record. So
Klay put up 13.
So like I think what did, I remember when Kobe did it the first time because Kobe did it and he scored. Was it? No, Spreewell and Allen Houston did it and they scored like 7 or 8. And then within a week, Kobe came in and scored like 8 or 9 3-pointers in the game. And I'll never forget. So I'm like, cause I was here as a Knicks fan. I'm happy. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was Spreewell or Houston. I'm like, yeah, we got most 3-pointers in the game. Kobe was like, this is my record.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Let me get this record real quick.
And then you know because he's him did the
yeah exactly
like man That's why I like Tracy McGrady more. I
a lot of people don't know, but Tracy when they got hurt.
Listen, even Kobe will tell you Tracy is him at 6'9".
Easy.
But the one separation between Kobe and everybody else, Kobe didn't club, he didn't party. When everybody was out to 3 o'clock in the morning, he was at the gym till 2 o'clock in the morning. Like that line, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. That's Kobe all day long. Like when y'all was partying, I wasn't shooting.
All he cared about was basketball.
All he wanted was playing. Well, yeah, you're right. All he cared about is basketball. And then once he became a Laker embodies winning, and all he cared about was winning after that. You ready for your question? Alrighty, let's go. I had to give you some time to regain your composure on this one.
I already know it's gonna be hard.
What country? It's an Olympic question. What country has competed? There's no L in it. Competed the most times in the Summer Olympics, yet hasn't won any kind of medal.
No medal?
For what sport?
Basketball.
No. Period. What country has competed the most times in the Summer Olympics, yet hasn't won any kind of medal? Not a bronze, not a silver, not a gold, not a participation award, not a pin that looks like a medal. All they've ever done has compete. Number one participators. Just answer the question right now. That's your DJ. That's DJ Rock. DJ Rock. So,
shit, I'm gonna go with Slovenia.
You're close. You're close. Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein?
Liechtenstein.
I would have never.
Liechtenstein.
I would have never gotten it.
Told you. I said you were close only because, I don't know where that fuck is at anymore.
I don't even know what Liechtenstein is. You know what Liechtenstein is?
Listen.
Like next to Russia, maybe?
I've never even heard of Liechtenstein until I had to look up this question.
Eastern European, but
Liechtenstein. I don't know what the Steins either, and I've lived in Germany for 3 years.
I figured Slovenia was wrong because they have some good players. So.
And Japan is definitely wrong. Like, they medal.
They won.
What country has competed the most in the Summer Olympics, yet hasn't won any kind of medals? Period.
Summer Olympics, period.
Summer Olympics, period, but yet has never won any medals amongst all of the sports they've ever had.
Don't you feel like we should all be training for the medals in the Olympics? And we're like, yeah, Liechtenstein, sign me up.
You know what? I feel like Liechtenstein now is one of those places that has the bare minimum amount of people to get. Now I gotta look up Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein, population 2,307. Olympics participation 11 people for the last 40 years. Like and 3 of them have been messy somehow.
They probably do have a phenomenon somewhere.
Oh my god. DJ Rob, you still here? Oh, you gotta go back inside, Rob? Rob.
His cue's getting done.
That's probably.
You gotta go check his cue.
Next, I told him, like, as soon as he comes out, I got him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I got somebody, but he was in the middle.
You DJ?
So, do I DJ? No. So, as you know,
You have failed this city.
Liechtenstein.
but listen, I don't think anybody. Listen, the person that gets that right, I may give them 2 prizes.
Yeah, they need to.
Like, I would just be like, you know what? You need to relax your mind and let your conscience be free.
That person.
You playing?
Listen, I want to know what country it was.
Liechtenstein or Liechtenstein. Listen, Liechtenstein.
It's like
Stein.
Let's see what it is.
you imagine, like, growing up with the dream of becoming an Olympian, but you live in Liechtenstein?
I figure you might have the better chance.
You do.
Like, if my goal from 3 is to make it to the Olympics, if I put my all into it, I think I'd have a 50-50 chance of getting Liechtenstein. You know what you have if you know what you have if you put yourself into it in America from 3? A 0.001% chance.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you better hope lacrosse picks up. Everything okay?
We're good.
That wasn't a suicide mission? Okay.
Liechtenstein's population.
We're listening.
Liechtenstein is it's a German-speaking country.
Okay, Liechtenstein's a German-speaking country.
Between Austria and Switzerland.
So I've probably driven right through there and didn't even know it.
You been there?
If it's between, you said Switzerland.
Austria and Switzerland.
I've driven through Switzerland. So I'm here.
Maybe.
Would you like to play trivia?
Play one.
Play one.
Come on. Play it.
It's for a good prize. It's for a good cause. It's for your mental stability. Do you not know what my prizes are? Huh?
My good bag of gifts just got gifted with Come on, hurry up.
All right, pick a number between 1 and 223. 232. 26. Okay, we're in the same area. I don't have to go scrolling. Okay. Your question is, despite his nickname, it's a sports question, by the way. Despite his nickname, this left. Excuse me. Despite his nickname, let's try this for the third time. This left fielder for the 1919. Damn, that was 100 years ago. Shit. Chicago Black Sox. What? Didn't usually play barefoot. I'll say this again. Despite his nickname, so he has a nickname. This left fielder for the Chicago Black Sox did not usually play barefoot. Who is this person? You got time?
I don't know.
Then let's get rid of music.
Okay.
It gets easier with the music.
He doesn't wear shoes. You know, despite his nickname.
He generally does wear shoes despite his nickname. Would you like to see what is your final answer?
Yeah.
Final answer. We just need a baseball player.
Baseball player on top of it?
Oh. I didn't say baseball player?
No.
Oh, okay, it's a baseball player. I see this left fielder for the Chicago Black Sox.
I don't even know if there's a team on the Marlins, and that's the only team.
Which are not the Chicago White Sox. You got gentrified? The fuck happened?
Hey, man, that's the thing I asked about that day. I really don't know.
I did not know the Black Sox got gentrified and became the White Sox.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
Okay. Shoeless Joe.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
See? Shoeless Joe. Would you like to play? Would you like to take a swing at it?
I don't think anybody can take it. Google didn't even take a swing at that.
Listen, there's some easy ones and there's some hard ones. Remember what we say here during trivia.
Can I do another one without a prize?
You only lose on all the ones that you don't put. You only lose on the shots that you don't take.
Tell you for what?
I'll play again, no prize. I'll play again, no prize.
Google didn't even tell me that.
Oh, despite his nickname, this left fielder for the.
Oh, I know his name.
So if you know, because this is one of those ones that if you know baseball, it kind of comes to you in pieces, right? You have to kind of think it out. Okay, which left fielder, despite his nickname for the Chicago Black Sox, wore shoes or what did he say? He said he didn't play barefoot. So that means he wore. So I'm like, okay, he didn't play barefoot. Like, why the fuck do I care about somebody?
His nickname is something big.
Yeah, so that's why. But I felt like, why the fuck I care about if he was barefoot or not? And I was like, oh, he probably ain't had no shooter's joke.
I hate to bring it out, but I think she got shot.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It was. Can I tell her?
Shoeless Joe. She heard it. Yeah.
You heard it?
She heard the answer.
First of all, 1919.
Listen, I knew that.
Wasn't even barely on the field.
They weren't. They didn't want us in the sport.
I'm like.
Oh yeah.
At that point, they didn't
Yeah, they definitely wasn't with us practicing on the field.
1919.
Like, so you want me to know facts about something?
It's one of those weird, obscure baseball questions that, like I said, it kind of comes to you in pieces. That's a nice necklace you have there.
Thank you.
I like it. Sparkly. And it has Christmas colors.
And I'm a spinning.
Oh, I got beer getting hot over here. Shit. Not bad. Alright, so you like a bonus round?
Yes.
You know, you can always tip for a bonus question.
Okay, I like it. I'm picking it up.
Alrighty. You say you got a number between 1 and 223 that you're thinking of in your head?
You said 223?
Sorry, 232. 232 is the highest. 215. Alrighty. Okay.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
This is a sports question.
Okay, of course.
There was a 50-50 chance you're gonna get a sports question. What kind of questions did I load up in there today? There was a ton of sports questions I loaded in. They were all Miami Marlins too. There was a ton of Miami Marlins questions. There were some good ones in there. When I looked at them, I was like, ooh. I was like, oh, like I knew this. I was like, yo. Yeah, I'm putting you all in here. You all make the cut. Alrighty, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Who was Muhammad Ali's opponent in the very famous fight? I added this part in there. The Rumble in the Jungle.
He knows that.
He probably does.
I don't.
This is one of the because this is the first time. So while you think, this is the first time I think a boxing match period goes on in Africa. Rumble in the Jungle is a boxing match in Africa. It's almost gave you the answer. Muhammad Ali and this gentleman, they're fighting. And also to add to it, remember Muhammad Ali had changed his name at that time from, he wasn't always Muhammad Ali, he was Cassius Clay. And then he found religion, became a Muslim, and took on, following Muhammad, and became Muhammad Ali. When he changed his name to Muhammad Ali, they tried to disrespect him and called him Cassius Clay. And he was like, my name is Muhammad Ali. If you don't call me Muhammad Ali, I'm not gonna fuck with you, or I'm the baddest boxer in the world. I may just fuck you up. He got locked up for 3 years, lost a piece of his prime. Right? This ain't what they did to Mike Tyson. Like, you catch patterns, what they do to certain people. So when they say history repeats itself, they find figures and they repeat the same actions against them using different things.
Yeah.
Right? Back then they were able to use religion. And I think that, no, I'm lying. When Muhammad Ali got locked up, it's because he didn't want to go to war. Remember,
that sounds familiar.
Because you could still be called into the draft at that point in time.
Yeah.
So he got called to the draft right after he changed his name. Not before, when he was coming up all famous. The moment he changed his name and became defiant towards the system, more vocal and more vocal towards the supporters of black people, he got called to war.
We need your help.
He told them, and I think I had this. I have this
supposed to be.
So he He called. So they called him to the. They called him to the draft. I'm allowing you to think. I haven't even started your time yet.
Can we give a hint? Since it's not for a prize.
No.
All right.
It's too historic. That's why you get the history lesson on the top of it.
Okay.
So he doesn't go to war. He gets called a draft dodger. The same thing that President Bush, Trump, and a couple of other presidents have done in the past.
Yeah.
But he goes to jail for it because he's the public figure. He's the black athlete that now found Muslim. Right? Right. So what he told them, flat out, national television. Why would I go and fight your war for somebody I'm not beefing with? He's like, why am I gonna go over there and fight people that got nothing to do with me when the people that hate me and fight me are right here every day in my country, every day on my street, on my block. Like they don't like it ain't the Japanese that hate me, it ain't the Korean that hate me, it ain't them I gotta worry about. I gotta worry about the white man fucking me. I gotta worry about them lynching me. I gotta worry about them shooting me down. Why should I go fight your war when I gotta worry about you in the streets? We ain't giving you no respect when I come back. He flat out said that. Like how Kanye West is like George Bush don't care about black people. Muhammad Ali was on 3 stations saying that shit.
Muhammad Ali was very much.
That's why you think so many people that are advocates in our community, right? They have so much respect for they have so much respect for Muhammad Ali because he is that. He is him. I'm not gonna call him anything else, but he is him. That's that dude.
That doesn't help me at all.
It doesn't.
You're gonna get it wrong.
But what I gave you though is priceless though, because if you didn't notice about Muhammad Ali, he's one of the civil rights leaders, sports civil rights leaders and advocates in this country that you probably don't know about because he's done it from the athlete platform. If he wasn't an athlete, you would know about him in names of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Like he would be talked about like them. He would talk about them like Haile Selassie and Marvin Garvey and those. He would be put in that category. Because he's an athlete, because it's athlete before he says it's kind of brought down on a lower scale, but he is just as that influential, not just to athletes, but to every single normal working person. Exactly.
Any of our athletes have a platform that try to say something, they tell them to shut up and play football, shut up and play basketball.
Donovan Mitchell's the latest one. Kyrie Irving before him. See, I wanted to stay away from Kyrie because he's easy. He's everybody knows Kyrie. But Donovan Mitchell, just something simple like he used to play in Utah. Now he plays in Cleveland. He said, you know what? It was really hard playing in Utah. Like there was no representation there. And when something went wrong, it wasn't like if he had to fight for representation or talk about something representation in the. Why don't you come play trivia?
Man, I got here at about 9:40 on a trip, but I do want you to look at my fantasy team.
He was here for trivia.
I apologize.
Trivia starts at 10:37.
Well, I had to go drop off at the fam's house.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I gotta check in. I gotta check in when I come to town. I gotta check in. But no, I didn't stop by the family. But no, I want you to look at my fantasy team and tell me why I lost the first round of the playoffs.
Because your team sucked.
No, my team is. Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
You asked me why without seeing your team.
Look. Where my phone at? Hold on.
I'm still allowing you to stall, by the way.
My receivers, look, where my receivers? I got Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, DeAndre Hopkins. You know what I mean? I got Keenan Allen. Now my running back.
Is that who I think that is? Hold on. Hold the fuck up.
Excuse me, can you come up here, please? Excuse me, can you come up here, please?
What?
Can you come up here, please?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you. Exactly. No, that way. Exactly.
I'm hearing your voice. I'm like, no, you don't even fucking know what the motherfucking shit of the goddamn motherfucker. Like, wait a minute, I think I know that voice. Then I saw the red head. I saw the red poop sticking out. It was looking all fiery. That shit was
Karaoke.
Make Josh do karaoke.
Karaoke tonight?
Yeah.
Is karaoke tonight?
Yes. Make him do karaoke.
Y'all about to do it?
But I got 10 minutes left in the show.
Ponytails in my I don't give up.
Wait, karaoke's tomorrow night though.
So what? Make him do it tonight.
A long time, man.
I'm good. How you doing? I'm seeing him,
You can hear me because I'm loud as fuck.
I heard you because you're loud as fuck.
No.
Okay, you wasn't here when he was here earlier. You came on the second round.
Chicago, it is
No,
what
I
it
was
is.
here.
How many
Were you inside?
I was surprised
still
meeting him.
glorify and
She
they're
cried.
wild as fuck?
And I'm a Kanye fan. Yeah, hate me.
What's the painter?
Remix to
And I'm a Kanye
Ignition.
hate me.
Josh wants to. Remix to Ignition.
Remix to it. Oh, that's a jam.
Somebody tried to do that in Cali, and they were like,
Can't play R. Kelly here.
he's canceled. You can't do that.
I can understand that.
They straight up canceled him.
I can understand that. Listen.
Did you hear his new album?
And when people would try to get his
He
autograph-
literally
whoa.
admitted to it.
Oh, listen.
He admitted to it.
Can we get 10?
He admitted to
Hey
it.
guys, can we come in here? Can we get 10 minutes on this?
It was a major.
Hey guys, I know.
It wasn't like a
Hey!
Hey guys, can we get 10 minutes on this?
Kelly admitting to it.
Foreman is my final answer.
He had the album. I admit it. From
I
Chris.
admit it.
You know I'm not
He
gonna
said,
allow it, right?
He said, I like all kind of girls. Even though they're older or younger, it doesn't matter.
Man, you should have at least like gone out a thinking tree in front of me or something like, man, I
I
didn't
was thinking the whole time.
form it. So listen, no, okay, let's talk. Hey, let's talk about this.
R. Kelly, I admit it. I like females of all ages.
Yo, let's talk about.
Younger.
Let's talk about. Let's talk about R. Kelly doing the OJ. Because see, there's different ages. OJ writes book because his era was book writers. R. Kelly's was. How the fuck you pulled the OJ? I didn't do it, but if I did, this is how I would have done it.
No, he admitted to it. He was like,
I like
women of all ages.
I'm not saying that I slept with
older. They call me a pedophile.
No, he said.
Like,
He said. He goes. I like old bitches. I like young women. You may call it pedophilia. That's your opinion. No, nigga, that's everybody's opinion.
That's everyone's opinion.
No. R. Kelly. Yo, dash him with. Yo, don't catch him. Dash him with. I'm done.
Everyone's
Dash him with. Put him underneath the jail cell. Go wash your meat. Yo, you ducked it. Go wash your meat. Put it right in.
And he did a song from prison. That's what he said.
Really? That's tragic.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was in jail, if I heard that, I would fuck R. Kelly.
Yeah.
For the GP.
Bitch, pick up the soul.
I want to hear a high note. I'll be like, let me hear it. I want to hear remix to Ignition. I want to hear it go beat and toot. You know.
Can I get that beep beep?
You know what I mean? Running my hands through your throat. Come on, let me hear you sing it, nigga. Let me hear you sing it. Like, I'm telling you right now, like no homo pause, but it's only if I was an in jail scenario and was there for that. Like, yeah, I would have to. Like just for the jail GP.
Are you live?
We're 100% live still.
So when I was behind me, was I on?
Yes.
Oh God. I look like
Thank you. I appreciate you, Reaper. I appreciate you more. Appreciate you guys. All right, we're about 10 minutes out of the podcast. We're almost done here.
Did somebody say cocaine?
Hey, yo.
Tony Montana.
Alrighty. You want another question? You got 5 minutes. I'll give you one more question.
Yes, yeah.
Pick your number.
83.
83.
Fingers crossed. Please be Disney. Can I just like request a Disney question?
Okay. I'm gonna randomly scroll. If I see a Disney question on that page, I'll give it to you. Okay. Scroll too far. It's a blank page. Alrighty, let's see. Not Disney. Let's see, basketball, hipology, football. No, what's Florida? Comic book question.
Okay.
Florida. What? Sports.
Question mark.
Disney.
Yes. Let's go.
What fruit was used to poison Snow White?
The apple. That's the apple.
easy question.
Easy questions, but not easy when it comes to sports. Come on, my guy.
I have easy sports questions. It's just that every sports question to you sounds hard.
You didn't get Michael Jordan.
Once I gave you the hint,
I got Michael Jordan. Hence the blunt in your ear. You're welcome.
Is that true?
it's technically true.
Yeah, not really.
Did you get a prize? Bitch?
I did it.
Okay.
My answer was Liechtenstein.
No, your answer was
Liechtenstein. Where's Liechtenstein again?
next to Russia somewhere.
Between Switzerland and Aruba.
Between Germany and I don't fucking know.
Nigga said Aruba. Her answer was Michael Jordan. You can go to a third world country where they don't have TV and they know who Michael Jordan is. I bet you they don't know who.
I probably could have given this question to a decent level sports fan in another country, and they just on a GP, they would have been like, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Just.
All right. Let's just decredit everything that I did.
But listen, no. It's only because you said Chris Bosh first. That's the only reason why you're catching the slack. Because eventually you did get Michael Jordan, but we was like, what Heat player? Remember, to have your number retired, you have to be phenomenal for that team, at least for that team. That's what you know so far. Chris Bosh, LeBron James, nor Dwayne Wade has gotten their number retired for the Miami Heat.
None of them. No. None of those guys have gotten their jersey retired, which Dwayne Wade not having his jersey retired for the Heat.
Well, it's not yet. Not yet. He'll get it.
It'll happen.
He'll get it.
He is the Heat.
Chris Bosh?
Never.
They're debating it. He's up. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
If he would have kept playing,
he gets a sympathy vote because of the heart issue.
Absolutely.
So that's the reason why it's being discussed.
It's not as
Yes, that's the reason why it's being discussed. So what I'm
gay or whatever the fuck he is, he's a great.
Bosh when he played was savage.
So I'm gonna tell you what they may do. I'm not a Heat fan, so I have I wouldn't mind them doing. We got a few minutes. I have to get this out quick. Dwayne Wade gets 2 statues in Miami. One solo and one with the big 3. That way you can give Chris Bosh and LeBron James a trophy as well.
They deserve it.
So if you can find a way to do, because LeBron James is gonna warrant retirement of his jersey through eras. People are gonna think about him like that. It's gonna come up in conversation. We're gonna be old as fuck, but it's gonna come up, right? Unfortunately, his number is number 6 for the Miami Heat. That's already been retired for Bill Russell. Everywhere. So maybe they have number 6 retired twice. They don't have no problem losing it, right? Oh, do it again. Fuck it.
And the other one's 23.
And number 1 is 23. Only 2 numbers. It's possible if they. Because I don't know if LeBron James deserves his own trophy in Miami. It's 4 years. I don't know if Chris Bosh deserves their own as well. It would be dope as fuck though to see all 3 of them. Like remember from that, actually very specifically from that interview when they was sitting there, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like maybe if that, I wouldn't mind that. And then you still find a way to give Dwayne Wade his own, and it's like nah. Like we giving you 3 so we can find a way to honor those 2 guys, because in a weird way I wouldn't give it to them separately, but I wouldn't mind them as a collective.
Yeah.
And then like you know how WWE or some people do double Hall of Famers, and then Dwayne Wade is the first person to get 2 statues.
Wade is the Heat.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, and then he becomes the first person ever to get 2 statues outside of a place.
I think Wade is the 3rd best shooting guard.
He's in the top 5. I just don't know if he's 3 or not.